Good evening. Welcome to Pathfinder. We are just in the wrong window for a second, so just let me pop back into Discord and find the right place. There we go. Uh, Welcome to our second session. We are beset by technical difficulties, so Chris, although you can see his icon here, won't be joining us temporarily because his microphone don't work. As and when he joins in, we'll bring him back in, but for the moment his character will be otherwise occupied. So, quick refresher, we're moving around. What's going on there?
Yeah. There goes Adam.
Yeah.
Brief
Gremlins.
Yes, apologies for the delay. So, quick recap then. Last time you guys were press ganged and impressed into service on to the pirate ship Wormwood under Captain Barnabas Harrigan. And you'd run afoul of his first mate, Mr. Plugg, and Scourge, his bosun. You'd made acquaintances with a whole bunch of the crew, got on well with Sandra Quinn, a cleric of Besmara. Some of you, Sam, had made the acquaintances of Conquered by Shortstone, a somewhat lecherous gnome, and Ricky Asemarsh had failed miserably to get his axe back as yet.
Got intimate with the captain's fist.
You did get intimate with the captain's fist, and we very quickly worked out that justice on the ship was not necessarily a thing that was happening, and learning sort of the way the pirates did things was perhaps in order. So you'd spent your first day working really hard. Your second day had gone a bit better. You'd sort of got the idea of things, and we were just getting to evening on the second day when we called it last time. So for the benefit of the viewers at home, if you'd just like to remind us your characters' names and a little bit about yourselves, and then we'll move on to your evening actions.
I'm Xanorin. Well, I'm Adam. I'll be playing Xanorin. I'm a half-elf monk. My reason being joining the sea. I
don't think it was a joining the sea. I think we've inadvertently volunteered.
Yes, we. I was. Yeah, the reason for setting out on this quest was to try and. I always have the. I've had the sea in my blood. That doesn't sound right, does it? It's not the same. And I think I can toe the line. Still be lawful or neutral. And still quest and tackle with the best of them.
Cool. Ricky. I'm just moving clockwise around what I can see on the screen.
The opposite. I'm killing things. I'm just going to kill things to get my axe back.
I'm Ricky. I'm going to be playing Asemarsh, Ocean Scream. I'm a Barbarian Half-Orc who's made his living until now fighting on the docks.
You should be this tall, like this.
Well, if you stand up, Mark wants to see you elf from the waist down.
My elf? All right. Why? It's not kind of stream.
Oh no, elf and safety, we can't do that.
Oh my!
Hey.
Elf from the waist.
Moving over to Sam then.
Yeah, I'm not going to be talking like that all the way through.
Oh, come on.
Short, but so
just at appropriate dialogue points.
Yeah. But so I'm on the ship because I was forced, and they've taken my axe, and I really want it back.
You should play down like, no, I meant to do that. I fell asleep. No, that you were cautioned. Nope. I saw it coming. I closed my eyes and let them carry me onto the ship. You're bleeding from your nose. I do that all the time.
Sam then.
So, my character is Reya Lovard, Halfling Rogue. First time playing that one. I've been not taken against will, but basically I've joined the team without knowing.
Without the gnome.
Without
gnoming.
Yeah, without gnoming. Yeah, and I seem to have acquired the interest of a particular gnome.
He wants to get to know you.
Oh my god! It's going to be
like.
Okay, so the other sort of standout event from the second day of pirating was that Adam had got himself. Xanorin had a bit of a fight with a bunch of the other pirates who would seemingly decided to try and teach him a lesson, but it went worse for them than it could have done. So yes, you'd encountered, who was it? We had Mahim and Slippery Sill, who were both particularly grumpy-looking human riggers. And you'd also come across Jaundice Jape, a mute half-orc, and Phipps Chumlet, a somewhat chonkin human who was balding and bullying. It was him who started the incident, and you managed to give him a good pasting before getting away and getting on deck, but without too much punishment. So yes, the second day's day sort of fades into the evening meal. You drink your rum ration. It's disgusting again. We won't do the fortitude save thing today. It will be every couple of days. See how badly it affects you guys. And then you're up for the evening. So you've again got the choice of heading off to your bunks early to rest and recuperate. You can get involved with some of the gambling competitions. You can, if you're feeling of an entertaining bent, get involved with trying to entertain and influence the crew. You can chat and try and get to know some of the crew members as well. Or if you're feeling a little more sneaky, you can go sneaking off and try and explore an area of the ship. And just for the benefit of the stream, let's just pop the map up back there, complete with fancy map overlay. So that's the ship we're talking about. Or if you're feeling particularly brave and don't remember what happened to Jack Scrimshaw, then you might fancy go and steal in if there's locked things that you come across that you fancy robbing. So, Sam, let's start with you this evening. What's your nighttime activity going to be as your basic action? You've got the option to do 3 things if you want to, but additional actions beyond the first will cost you fortitude saves. Sorry, constitution checks. Yep.
As far as I remember, I don't have any form of gold on me, so I can't really gamble.
I can loan you a gold piece if you wish.
I don't really want to be in debt so early.
I can give you a gold piece if you wish.
That's better.
I have 6 gold on me.
Oh yeah, you did pretty well in your last game. I'm just checking what I actually have. No, I got nothing. This is literally what's being taken off me. Okay.
Or hadn't you guys rifled through the unconscious pockets of Slippery Sill?
Me and Chris did.
Yes, so I think you had a few things that you may have taken from her, didn't you?
Yes. What did we take? I don't actually know what we took because I'm innocent. It was Chris.
It was a key for a locker.
No, it wasn't.
Yep, so Chris has the locker key, which as yet hasn't been noticed missing.
So Chris said he's got a key in the chat.
Yep.
It was the second locker, I remember.
So yeah, Sam, what are you fancying then, Sam?
I could try and see if I could have a go at the gambling games.
No worries. So they're currently this evening they are arm wrestling and playing Hoglob, the toss the greased pigskin game from previously. Which do you fancy?
I think I'll go with tossing the pigskin. To be honest, I don't think I got the strength to take anything on.
So one of the other halflings, Rosie, who was the foul-mouthed halfling you came across before, she's also playing as well. There's also a couple of humans, Tilly and Shikvar. And they all stick a gold piece in and make their throws. So if you would like to make a combat maneuver bonus check, if please, that should be left hand side about halfway down on your sheet. And you just take 4 off of whatever you rolled for it. So roll it, add your bonus, then take 4 off the result.
To attack, is it?
Combat maneuver bonus to attack. So CMB rather than CMD.
CMB.
CMB,
Yeah.
correct.
Brilliant. It's a -1.
So yeah, just roll the dice and take 5 off then.
-4.
-4. Okay. So yes, your gold piece is sadly wasted, as you basically drop it on your toes as you're trying to huft it up. Rosie then sort of shows you how it's done, takes the bet, and over the course of the evening she throws it. Diminutive stature and everything, and she's got a really good throwing arm, so she cleans up that evening's worth of gambling. Did you want to push on and do more actions later on in the evening, or were you turning in at that point?
Let's try and push on with stuff for the evening.
No worries, I'll come back to you in just a moment then. Ricky, what were you going to be getting up to?
Okay, so I'm going to go and find the quartermaster to try and get my axe back.
No worries. So yeah, heading down below decks, Grok and Croup are, that's the quartermaster and the chef, are both drinking in their cabin. They look pretty smashed. You can hear them sort of singing pirate shanties to each other and generally having a rip-roaring time. How do you want to go about it?
I will, I guess, knock the door or go up to them.
Well, that sounded promising. Was that Chris joining?
That was me.
Oh, there we are.
I put a
False.
ping anyway.
False hoped. Cool. Yep, so they sort of both swivel bleary-eyed at you. Sailor. Grok looks interested at you. You don't think you've ever had that sort of regard from another half-orc before, but she's definitely taking a good interest in you, sort of eyeing you up as you sort of lean on the door. And Croup's like, "Well, what can we do you for?"
Yeah, what it is my axe, the great axe that you guys are looking after for me. It's actually got a curse on it. So if it doesn't have blood every 3 days, it bursts into flames. And we've been here for 2 days now, and I just don't think it's a good thing to have a fire on a ship.
Oh,
So
fire!
I was wondering if I could possibly get my axe back so that I could give it some blood. It's my blood, obviously.
Oh, your blood. I was going to say, because we could use it to kill goats, couldn't we? Groups. Oh, that was good. But yeah, fire's bad. Fire's bad. Oh, fire bad. You wait. She heads off for just a second and has a little tactical chunder, and then sort of comes like, I'll go get that for you now. You just don't set the ship on fire. The captain will be really not happy about that. And yeah, a couple of minutes later, you are back in possession of your great axe, and Grok takes herself off to her bunk, muttering imprecations and sort of making signs against the evil eye as you sidle past her.
I guess I better cut my thumb just to make it look as if...
No problem. You can do that without significant damage to yourself, but yes.
Yeah.
I was going to say, you might want to try it just in case. Maybe loses a thumb.
Same question for you then, Ricky. Are you planning to push on and do more actions later on, or are you turning in for the eve?
Am I full health? Yeah, I'm at full health, so maybe I'll go. I've got that 1 gold coin. I'm going to go and try and turn it into 2 gold coins.
We'll come back for you shortly then. Adam.
I can't remember where I was. I'm sure I had the snot kicked out of me last time.
You're in May Hill.
Yeah.
You probably got the snot kicked out of you.
There were some dodgy kids this morning.
Yeah, so you'd taken a bunch of non-lethal damage in the brawl earlier on.
I'm tempted to maybe I'm going to get into trouble again. I will try maybe gambling a gold piece. I've got another 5, so I'll chuck a gold piece into
No
the...
worries. What you fancy? You getting in on the hog lob action, or are you fancying an arm wrestle? You notice as you sort of wander about the deck where the games are taking place, the barrel that they're arm wrestling on is studded with broken glass and caltrops. It's a pretty hardcore game, and you can sort of, as you watch Mahim smashes Mahim smashes Aretta's arm down into the thing, and sort of back of her hand wrapped in blood, and she curses a blue streak at him, grudgingly hands over something.
I like the beautiful game.
Okay.
Throwing a pigskin into the air.
Cool. You get yourself a game of that going and making your bets. Are you just betting the 1 gold piece, or are you going to try and get them to up the stakes?
A second. Chris could join on his phone, but won't have cam. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine. We'll look at his pretty picture.
Yeah, that's fine, Chris. Join in on your phone and just be a voice.
Well, let me just put the thing back to showing video participants because.
Mark, it is Samani Hobbies in the chat. Is who's playing? There.
Sorry.
Hey.
Sorry.
That's right. No worries. We are all good.
Going out the window.
Well, you're there to me now.
On Twitch, you're over
Okay.
there. Ricky's there.
Twitch, you're down there.
Okay.
Where are we on the ship as well? That's even more
at the moment on the deck, you're split around. So Ricky's below decks with the quartermaster. The rest of you at the moment are above decks. We'll get to where Chris is in a moment after we've resolved yours.
Do you see my comments I put in about the map?
I did not know.
Fine.
About the reloading thing, was it?
No, it's something else. It's fine. Upping the ante. Can I call how much I want to put in?
Yeah, absolutely. You can.
I'll go crazy and do 2 gold coins.
Okay.
Madman.
Everyone in the thing is happy with that. You've got another 2 or 3 people playing this time. This time, one of the gnomes, Giffer, who was one of the other swabs, one of the humans, Barefoot Toppins, and Cogwood, the other new recruit, he looks a bit short tempered, does Cog. But yeah, so they'll have a chuck. Give us your CMB check, if you please.
Ooh, 10. Got a CMB of +1 as well.
Cool. So, entertainingly, that takes you the pot. So there are 3 other people playing. So you have a net gain of 6 gold pieces.
I was nearly going to go with the rainbowy one, but I thought sea blue.
Nice. Cool. Same
I roll all my dice at the start, and whichever rolls highest, that becomes
the dice for the eve.
Yeah.
Well, that one is nice. It's a little bigger as well, but that one, that was the rounder edges.
Cool. Same question for you then, Adam. Are you pushing on for later actions, or
How
are
much
you?
did I win?
You net gain of 6, so you got your 2 back plus another 6.
10.
Chris,
10,
how about your good self then? What's your plan for the initial part of the evening?
So, I was going to go see Sandra, so it gets a bit of heals, because that whipping kind of hit me good.
Yep, no
last
problem.
Time.
She is able to do that and is happy to do so for you.
Cool.
You gain 4 hit points back.
Okay.
And yeah, she sort of asks you what sort of, as she's tending to your wounds, sort of what you think of the captain's plan of heading off and pirating down south, and where you see yourself after this voyage.
Fighting round the world.
I see myself cooking in the kitchen. I do. No, it's fine, Captain. Yeah, you can go wherever he wants to go, as long as I've got my rum and doing some pillaging, I'll be fine.
Yeah, it sounds
Loving
like
life.
sounds like you'll be a good companion for Krook down there.
Aye.
He's clearly one who likes a drink.
Yeah. Ah, good. Good.
Okay. Right. So, are you going on for a later action of the evening, or are you calling a visit as well? Right.
No, I was going to sneak, and I was going to get to the lockers and open it with the key.
Okay. So we'll go back to the same order again. So Sam, second action. Are you going to do 1 or 2 actions? Because that depends on what check you're going to need to make.
This
Well,
really
with,
doesn't.
Cool. So for the later part of the evening, you've got 3 possible actions you can take. Try and influence another NPC, try and sneak around and explore somewhere, or try and steal from somewhere that you found that's got a locked thing in it. So the evening's winding down, the gambling and drinking's been done, so it's more sort of after most people are headed for bed, sort of conversations by the bunk side and catching the last couple of people and or sort of waking someone up and having a word with them, or sneaking about and stealing things. So the gambling and the entertaining side of things.
Wake them up.
Yeah. So yeah, one or two of those actions for you.
Probably just go for the sneak in.
Okay, no worries. Could I take?
Just having a wander around.
Could I take a Constitution check from yourself then, if you please? So D20 plus your Constitution modifier.
I'm very constituted. I've eaten bread all day.
I got 11.
Okay, so you can take your extra action, but you will be fatigued for the next day.
Okay.
Which is going to give you a penalty to your strength and dexterity. And anything else that causes you fatigue will then cause you to become exhausted, which will be a bad thing. So, sneaking about then. Where on the ship, I'm just moving back to the map so people can see, where on the ship would you like to go and exploring? Basically pick one location and you can have a sneak about there.
Would it
Go
actually
romance
have
the spider in the bilges.
Oh god, I don't really want to go there. What deck am I on at the moment? It's
So it doesn't matter at the moment. You basically, as part of this action, you can sneak to anywhere you would like to under cover of darkness. But how difficult it's going to be to have a sneak and explore depends on where you pick. So obviously the captain's cabin is going to be significantly harder to sneak around than say the galley, which might be
really easy,
outside.
though.
considering what my rolls have been like already, I think I'll just stick to the middle deck.
Okay. And where on the middle deck would you like to have a particular look at?
There we go. I got a bigger size version of the map now. That'll help. That's where the kitchen is, isn't it?
Yeah. So you've got the main hold, which is area A6. You've then got the quartermaster's and cook's cabin, which is A7. You've got the galley, and then the quartermaster's store, which is A9. A8, the galley.
I'll just stick to A6 for now.
Okay, so you're going to have a good sneak about the hold. Can you give me a difficulty 10 stealth check, if you please?
It has been a long time since I've used thing. Right. Okay, stealth. I shouldn't cock this up. Brilliant. Yeah, exactly. 12, 16.
16. Cool. Okay, you have a good sneak around without being detected, and the sneak action basically lets you take 20 on a perception check to explore the area. So, having a good look around, you find that the middle hold has, along the port side, cages for pigs, which there's currently 14 in there, and they're all grunting and snoring in their sleep. There's a flight of stairs at the front which lead up to area A4, and then the second set of stairs descend into the lower hold, which is where you guys normally sleep. To the foremast, which is the bit between the two staircases, Owlbear Hartshorn, the massive human who's you saw chained there earlier, is chained to the pole and asleep. He's got quite a long chain. It's more sort of like think Chunk from Goonies type character.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's sort of massive, seems quite simple, and he's sort of cutching what looks to be like a ragdoll teddy bear as he sleeps and snores.
Adorable.
Yeah, so he's right there. Then you've got another flight of stairs in the aft, which you imagine would lead up to where the captain's cabin is. And as you're sort of sneaking around looking, you can see what looks to be the mechanism of a trap on the door at the top of those stairs.
Oh.
The other thing that stands out in the hold is near the mainmast in the centre, disassembled and stowed, are what look to be some ship-to-ship siege weapons, so a pair of ballistas and a light catapult, as well as a bunch of barrels, each labelled oil. And that is the results of your exploring. Let's head back to the screen for a second. So yes, then we would be Ricky. What do you want to do for your second action?
Arm wrestle, I guess.
So the gamblers have headed for bed now.
All right,
as I say, the after hours action is basically influence, sneak, or steal. So you can either get chatting to one of the crew, whether you want to rough them up and try and intimidate people, or whether you want to sort of try and make friends with people, or that's your sort of influence suite of actions. You can sneak around as Sam's just been doing and take a bit of an explore elsewhere, or you can try and steal or interact with locked and trapped things if you want to take a more direct sneaky action.
No, I guess I'll just go to bed then.
Okay, no problem. Adam.
I'm going to get chatting with people, I guess.
Okay, so basically with this, there's most of the crew or most of the sort of non-commissioned crew are about because they're all sort of getting into the lower hold, getting themselves set up for the night and just sort of chatting about. Oh, we lost there we are, Sam's back. But yeah, so basically if you pick someone you particularly fancy chatting to, I just noticed I haven't got a pen. There we are. And then you sort of use that action to interact with one character.
Who's a boot at the moment?
So you've got.
I forget who.
Hang on a sec.
Who hasn't beaten me up yet?
So ones that you've had friendly or non things. You've got the Halfling Rosie Caswell. You've got Sandra Quinn, the human cleric. You've got Cogwood, the swab, who looks a bit short-tempered. You've got Concobar, the gnome. You've got Barefoot Toppins, who's one of the riggers. You've got the other gnome, who seems a bit more experienced, Giffer Tibbs. He's the gnome with only one eye. You've got Ratline, the halfling rigger, who's missing 3 fingers. Jack Scrimshaw, because it wasn't him who got killed, it was the other guy whose name escapes me for a second.
I'll speak to Dr. Quinn, the medicine woman.
Yeah.
I like the last
She's got me saying it now. Yeah.
As I say, because she's already friendly to you guys, you won't need to make any checks to interact with her. And as Chris did earlier, you can make use of her abilities to heal you while she remains on your good side. But yeah, you don't need to further influence her.
Cool. I was hoping was maybe she might. I know I've got non-lethal, but.
Yep. So again, she is more than happy to give Besmara's blessing to you, and you will regain 4 non-lethal.
Get where I was with it now.
Cool.
Sure.
I'm also then going to need a Constitution check from yourself to see how your late night thing around goes. And do you want to go on for a second action or a second late action, or are you done after that?
I'll be done after this then.
Cool. So difficulty 14 Constitution check then.
I got 11.
Then you are also fatigued on the next day. Chris.
Yep.
Sneaky stealing?
Yeah, that's sneaky. Yes, sneaky steal.
Okay. Give us a difficulty 15 stealth check.
Stealth. What are you?
Too hard to find.
Oh, you. Dice roll's going good. So I have 11.
You have 11. Okay, so the good news is that you don't get caught. The bad news is that you don't get time to get the locker open before one of Syl's friends sort of wanders down your way and sort of looks curiously at you as you're sort of loitering near her locker. So, you abandon the attempt and sort of head your way off. Same for you. Do you want to head on for another action, or do you want to turn in at that point?
No, yeah. I'd probably head back then, yeah.
No worries. You can if you want to try the same action later in the evening. But, yeah, that would cost you your second attempt, as it were.
Yeah, no, yeah, I'd probably leave it then for the night.
Cool, so
The next day.
Constitution 14 check for yourself then.
Yeah, 11.
Okay, so that's 3 out of 4 of you are fatigued for the next day. This is a good start.
People are shit this hard.
Good.
Nobody said pirating was hard. Okay.
At least it wasn't me who was going to be up in the rigging. You two are going to be fighting spiders, and Chris is going to be peeling potatoes. So,
so just make a quick note.
Double fatigue from peeling all the potatoes.
Yeah, so many potatoes.
Stop peeling his arm.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Okay, so
every time Simon's saying sneaking, all I can think of is Gollum going, sneaking!
cool. So
I thought you were going to say, what's potatoes?
Ridiculous.
following day then, the wet morning dawns fair, and Mr. Plugg sets you your tasks for the day. So, who's first today? Ricky in the rigging. Asemarsh is assigned to do line work. So, you've got your daytime actions. Your options are work diligently, which will give you a bonus on the task you're doing. You've got the influence option to go and, like some of the others did in the evening, chat to characters during the day and make a normal check for your work. You've got the option to try and do sneak in during the day for a bit of daytime exploration. You've got the option to go and visit Grok in the Quartermaster store and buy or negotiate, but that will give you a penalty to your day's actions, or you can slack off and really explore an area, but that will give you, again, a penalty on your day's actions.
Okay, I go into work diligently.
No problem. So line work then is a difficulty 10 professional sailor or dex check, and then a following check to avoid fatigue, which you get a bonus to the dexterity check, so +4 to whatever you roll.
Okay, so it's a dex check, yeah?
Mark is very correctly saying working diligently never made anyone rich.
No, but last time I got beaten because of
Because of mistakes.
because
Ricky,
of the Halfling.
basically everything
And
you've
I'm
done
gonna
is
work.
beat.
I'm gonna work diligently this time, and I'm going to then intimidate him tomorrow or tonight.
Nice.
Sam doesn't like him either, so maybe we should throw him overboard.
The gnome rather than the halfling.
Yeah, the gnome. The
Yeah,
gnome.
Mark,
So
you're right. We all
Okay,
civil servants, we
so
all know.
16.
Yeah, not a problem. You carry out your jobs admirably for the day and keep your head down and keep out of trouble. So, swabs. Sam, you are assigned hauling rope and knot work. So because you are fatigued,
There you go, you've got not work.
Very work. Not work.
Oh, sorry, just before we move on, Ricky, you need a difficulty 10 constitution check to avoid being fatigued by the hard work up in the rigging.
Yeah, he's fine.
Okay. So Sam, hauling ropes on deck and not work and retying nets and things like that. So difficulty 10 strength check or profession sailor check. But you're counting your strength as 2 lower, which means you'll have a -1 penalty to the strength check.
What
Have you
was
got
the other
professions?
check?
Difficulty 10 profession sailor, if you've got it.
No, I don't
None
have
of-
profession sailor.
No, we don't.
None of you picked it yet. I suggest at second level some of you guys take it.
Yeah.
It might be useful.
It would make sense that we become more sailors when they...
Yeah.
Okay, so I got a -1 to my...
-1 to whatever
strength.
other. Yep.
I was going to take fly in my second one.
I've got 18.
Nice. Okay. Yep. So despite being tired out, you comport yourself well. Sorry, what was your action for the day? Being the other question.
Oh,
Are you
I
doing
guess work diligently.
Yeah. You can also sneak around or go seeing what else you can get up to. But no, if you work diligently, that's fine. That makes your check even easier. And then can I take a difficulty 10 Constitution check to avoid becoming exhausted because you're already fatigued?
13.
13, you are fine. Adam then, also on the swabbing. You are swabbing the decks, quite literally. So it's just a constitution check to avoid fatigue for the day, but what's your action before you take that?
I was just looking at my list of stuff I don't own. Don't know if there's nothing really I need back yet. It's all adventuring stuff and it's not really useful for the ship. I will just work diligently.
Okay.
Do a good
Did you
job.
see my my little helper come in and bring me to you?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
Cool. So yeah, just a difficulty 10 constitution check then, if you please, Adam. It's
5.
okay. And you are already fatigued, so you are exhausted.
Go to bed, guys.
Yeah, so
On the decks.
for the remainder of the day, you can only move at half speed. You can't run or charge should combat ensue, and you count your strength and dexterity as if they're 6th lower, which basically means a -3 penalty instead of whatever
Oh,
modifier.
Jesus.
So if your dex was a +2 modifier, you cumulative be your -1 modifier until you get some proper rest. Chris then. So first the check to see whether Croup is drunk or sober. He smashed off his face by about mid-morning, so this could make things tricky for you.
Normal day in the kitchen, really?
Yes. No.
It's a bit of a bad day because not only is Croup smashed off his face, not long after he sort of slumps into the corner, then Kolki, the cabin girl, comes down and says that the captain wants something special for dinner because he's entertaining the officers because it is Peppery's birthday. Peppery, is the sailing master and also the one of the captain's friends. You're getting the impression.
Okay.
Don't kill
So, how what's your actions for the day?
I'm going to work diligently today.
Okay. So,
Hello.
Poison them and then we can have the ship.
right.
Don't poison them.
In due time.
So you are going to be needing to make 2 checks, progressively difficult. So you can take a +4 bonus on one or the other of them. It's up to you, but you need to say which check you can take it on. So your first one is either a difficulty 10 profession cook or survival check. And then your following one is going to be a difficulty 15 profession cook or intelligence check.
Survival will be.
Okay, so difficulty 10 survival.
15. So 19, and
Yep.
with the 1, 20.
No problem. Yep. And then, so that's you assembling the ingredients and having a sort of good prepare and making ready, and then making something special out of it is difficulty 15 intelligence or professional cook.
I think it has to
And
be
that's
intelligence.
probably where you want to take your +4 bonus for working diligently.
Oh, okay. So yeah, intelligence. So that's 16. Then the +4. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you find group's recipe book and sort of knock up a nice goat curry, and yeah, the sort of the crew get a less special version. But yeah, the
They just get the curry.
Yeah.
No meat.
yeah, no,
The sauce.
just some spuds in there.
There may be a fingernail or two in this one.
No, this one
Nice.
this one is actually probably nicer than the curry you had in Port Peril the night you were captured.
First night. Yeah.
Cool. So the bloody hour rolls round. None of you guys are in trouble today, which is a pleasant surprise. Although the way Mr. Plugg is looking at you, he's sort of wishing he had an excuse to give one of you a whack. You notice that Rosie Cuswell is up before the captain's mast, and she gets a couple of rope bashes for slacking off.
Poor Rosie.
And as she comes away from it, you can hear her sort of muttering away to herself, "I hate this ship, I hate this ship." And also Cogwood. He's up for a rope bash for knocking some equipment over while he was meant to be helping the ship's carpenter. But as Plugg goes to give him a rope bash, he blocks Plugg's swing, and is then lashed with a cat o' nine tails for resisting punishment. You can see a bloody welt is opened across his chest, and he's quickly dragged away by Sandra, who you sort of hear saying to her, "Don't make it any worse, don't make it any worse."
Please
Okay.
don't rub salt into the wound. Literally.
Salt and vinegar in the wound. That'll sort it out.
That's what Okay, that brings us to evening on the third day. So the weather is fine, and the crew get their rum rations. So could I get each of you to give me a difficulty 5 fortitude save as you
God.
drink your rum?
5.
Oh, that's the other thing, is you've each healed a point of constitution damage from where you'd previously taken some.
Right, yeah. I have 9.
I only need to know if you get lower than 5.
Oh, cool. Yeah, fine. Good.
Fine.
3. Okay. Sam, that rum is good stuff. You are quickly, especially given the volumes compared to your diminutive stature, you're quickly becoming dependent on the stuff. So your character is now minorly addicted to a rum. So can you make a note on your character sheet that you failed your first minor addiction check?
Okay, where can I put that?
Just
to?
anywhere in your notes.
Just scribble it.
Feats or features.
Feats and features, minor addiction rum.
Minor.
It's right there under your rum.
And then if you
Minor addiction rum.
yeah, and then if you just make a note that your check to resist addiction is now DC 7, not 5.
Okay, check. To this DC 7.
Now
Okay.
when you roll in, Sam,
Yes.
you're using a D20, not a D6, right?
Yes. It's no longer Pride Month now, so this thing is not giving me any more powers. So
Aha. in dice prison for it, and find a different dice.
well, yeah, I've just got one left then out of my fancy dice. And that one rolled a natural 20. That's it. That's wasted.
Righty-ho then. So yes, each of you gains. Oh, you are garrulous with rum this evening. So for the purposes of any social actions this evening, you have a +4 bonus to your charisma, which we have +2 modifier to any charisma-based actions, and you each take a point of Constitution damage.
Yes.
Constitution damage.
0 again. Cool.
Oh my god, where is it? Sorry, Si, where would I put the Constitution
So
damage?
you'd temporarily lower your Constitution by 1 point, so keep a note of what the original value was, and then lower it down.
If you put it in the miscellaneous column on your sheet, it'll automatically do the maths for you as well.
Oh.
Clear in the morning anyway.
Providing you've had a good night's rest.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll put my Constitution at 8 then.
Because I'm majorly fatigued and I'm drunk. I'm probably like really swaggering. Like,
Yeah. Cool.
giving Jack Sparrow a run for his money.
I'm now addicted to alcohol. I'm a teetotal who's addicted to alcohol.
It's the hard way to start. Right then, so we'll go around in the other order this time. So looking at your nighttime actions, let me know whether you can do 1, 2 or 3 actions and what your first action will be, Chris.
So everyone's up on the deck, right? Everyone's up on the deck.
Everyone's up on the deck at the moment, yep.
Yeah, so I'm going to
Well,
sneak off.
with 1 or 2 exceptions. So the majority of the crew are up and taking their leisure. So you're gonna. Are you sneaking and exploring, or trying to get in that locker?
I'm going to get in the locker. I'm going to try.
No problem.
Yeah.
Cool. Give us a difficulty 10 stealth check this time, because as you say, most of them are above decks at the moment, so it's probably a bit easier.
14.
14. Cool. You managed to get to the locker with no problem whatsoever, and because you've got the key, no further checks are required. You bust that locker open. So, so the good news is there are 20 gold pieces in there, as well as a couple of other things. Where's my percentage dice? What goodies do we find in here? So you find even more gold actually in another pouch. There's another 10 gold pieces in that. That's 30 gold pieces total. And you find a bottle of brandy in there as well.
Ooh.
Hey Sam, do you want to get something else?
Okay. So yeah, that will leave you there for a moment. How many other actions were you planning on doing that evening, though?
Probably that was going to be the one. And probably just then head back.
Okay, what are you doing with the brandy?
Actually, I think I might leave the brandy there.
Yep.
Yeah.
So just the cash, leave the brandy, is it?
Yeah.
No problem.
He has standards.
What are you doing with the key, being the second question?
I think I'll keep it on me for now. Yeah, just keep it on me for now.
Okay. Adam, then.
Hello.
How many actions for you this evening? What's your early evening action?
Can I go to bed?
You can. So you're heading straight to bed. You automatically recover from fatigue. You can't take any more actions this evening, and you also heal 1 point of constitution damage. You'll also regain all of your non-lethal hit points as well. So you're back up to full damage on that.
The 4 that I got earlier was
Not far off. There, cool. Ricky.
What's the gambling options today?
So gambling options. This time they are arm wrestling and drinking. A few of them playing a game called Heave, which is a very, very rum intensive game.
Drinking.
Okay. So I want to do some gambling, probably arm wrestling, probably better for me, and then I want to do another action after that.
No problem. So let's do your arm wrestling first. Who do you get paired up against? Are you trying to pick anyone in particular, or are you just seeing who's playing?
Just seeing who's playing, I guess.
No worries. It's going to be him. So it is Badger, the half-elf lady who'd spoken to some of you previously. She's one of the swabs. She seems in reasonably good humour. She's lightly half cut with rum. Feeling lucky. Come on, let's have a bout or two then. So she chucks down a gold piece. What are you chucking down in response?
My solitary gold piece.
Solitary gold piece. No problem. So we are looking for an opposed strength check here. So basically, roll dice, add your strength bonus. She'll do the same, and whoever gets higher wins the bout.
13.
Whoa. So there's a brief moment when she gets hold of your hand. You're like, "How's this going to go?" And then you're like, "No, I am clearly stronger than this half elf." And you mash her hand into the caltrops on the side. She yelps and sort of slaps you on the back. "Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one." And hands you your gold.
Ricky making friends.
Okay, can you give me a Constitution check, Ricky, difficulty 14, to set you up for your next action, and then we'll move on to Sam's first.
Difficulty what? Sorry, you cut out the second.
14, sorry.
13.
Oh, so close, but no cigar. So you'll be fatigued on the following day. Sam, then, your early evening action, and how many actions you planning?
Someone lend me a gold so I can try drinking rum.
I'll gold. Reya a gold.
No problem. So, yeah, Reya heads over to the crowd around playing Heave. There's quite a few of them there. You reckon there's like 10 or so of the crew. 3 or 4 of them give you really filthy looks as you head over there. So that's the little crowd that Adam got in a racket with earlier on. But Conkerbar is also there. He sort of makes, "Oh, no, she's fine. She's with me, yeah?"
Whatever happened.
So basically you guys are all going to be drinking more rum, and you're going to be making some fortitude saves. If you fail, you're going to take some more damage from the rum. If you fail multiple times, you'll pass out. And basically last pirate standing takes what money is left. So,
It's rich boys.
Right, Sam, give us a fortitude save, please.
Fortitude. I got too many tabs opened up. I like the way that thing is clanging a lot. Oh, sweet, 19.
Okay, so there is a good pile of drinking, and you seem to have acquired a taste for this rum. So,
Sweet like candy.
basically, yeah, you drink for a bit, and then in the course of the game, someone shouts "chug," and everyone downs their half pint of rum. Goes around again. Similar happens, and you find that there's only 3 of you by this point still even vaguely functional. So Conkerbar's passed out well and truly. He's slumped off to the side. Sort of 2 or 3 of the meanies, as it were, are also well and wasted. But you are left drinking with Phipps, the chubby chap, and also Codwood, the guy who got a lashing earlier on. And yeah, everyone's
Drink the pain away.
Everyone's swaying a fair old bit. So same thing again. Give us a fortitude save.
Oh, well, I'm probably going to pass out 4.
One liver, don't fail me now.
Yeah, so you do indeed pass out, possibly being violently ill before you do. You take another 3 points of constitution damage.
How much? Sorry, sir?
Another 3.
300.
Oh man, I'm on 5 for Constitution now.
You're not actually passed out yet, but you are down to just you and Cog are drinking.
Oof.
He's sort of like, another? Feeling lucky?
Cool.
And there's like 15 gold pieces on the table here. So if you want to refill your glass, you can have another try at it. If not, then you can withdraw and he'll win.
Let's go for it.
Natural 20.
Go.
How good is his fortitude save?
Natural 20 is Sam.
What we got, Sam?
On pickle your liver.
19.
Okay. Is that your total? Yes.
Yes.
Why can't I find a save? Okay. You feel very ill, but he slumps under the table before you, and your last conscious thought of the evening before you wake up in your bunk the next morning is scoop the money into your thing and stagger off. So you take another 1 constitution damage. You are sick.
Sorry?
You take another 1 constitution damage. You are sick as a dog, but you are indeed the last halfling standing, and gain 15 gold pieces.
Let's go.
Stick out of a nose, just drooling out the mouth.
Pretty much.
Can I attempt to swipe the gnome's hat while I'm leaving?
You are too drunk to even think about that. You're not quite sure how you got back in your bunk, but yes, you are there. So,
Okay.
those of you with actions still left was just Ricky, wasn't it? Because I think. Oh, what did you have for the second one, Chris?
No, I think I would have gone back to
No worries.
just
Yep.
back into bed. Yeah, I think so.
Right. So, Ricky, just yourself then. What's your second action?
I'm going to make friends with Kong Keldar.
Conkelbar. Okay.
Conkelbar
He is pretty drunk at the moment, having just failed miserably this game.
is the kind of friends where he's introduced the edge of my axe.
Right. Okay,
I
so
think there's going to be a hat theft in his very near future.
Man overboard.
yeah, how are we doing this? And let's assume you find him in his bunk, groaning and snoring softly to himself.
Can I pick him up off the deck when they passed out in that game?
Oh yeah, we can work it a little earlier. Yeah, that's not a problem.
What is Ricky planning?
I have no
Well, then,
idea, but I hope
he's
he keeps the hat.
He snitched on me, and I'm going to politely
Not out of him.
explain that he shouldn't upset a half-orc.
Rightio. Could you give me an intimidate check, then, if you please?
Yep, he's intimidated. No, I haven't rolled yet. I got a 9 before I even roll anyway, so
He's
as long as it's not
If you're successful, you got to do it in the voice.
23.
23. So basically you sort of pick him up and shake him till he vaguely comes round, and I'm guessing dangle him over the side of the boat or something similar, with a thing. And you can see the fear in his eyes. He's like, oh man, I've picked a bad time to be drunk out of my mind with an angry half-orc here.
I might lose my hat.
And he's sort of between sort of snorts of vomit. He's sort of babbling apologies within moments, and you get the impression that he's probably going to watch his step around you guys a little more from here on in.
And I'm going to take the hat and tell him that he's given it to me.
He's like, oh, yes. It looked fine on you. You look good.
And then on my way to my bank, I'm going to put it onto Sam's. Just put it onto
Ends
Sam.
the adventure of the gnome hat.
No problem. Okay. Guide
Oh no. Sam won't know how she got the hat.
Just gonna, first thing in the
Wake up
morning,
really
slapping him just in
hungover.
case.
Yeah.
It's probably one of those like awkward moments where you wake up to someone that you don't even recognize, but I've just woken up with a hat that I don't even realize I had.
The gnome's not going to want to admit that he's just been threatened by Ricky. He's going to be like, oh yeah, sure. You're my wife now.
Okay, morning on the fourth day dawns. Some of you have rotten hangovers, some of you less so. So if you were fatigued previously, you are no longer fatigued. But unless you had the go to sleep early thing, then you don't heal any constitution damage for the day. You need a good night's rest to start dealing with that. Awesome.
Oh, I am well and truly cream crackered, I am.
I get yourself across the deck. Whatever you want.
I guess so. +4 in charisma's gone away. Though.
It has indeed. Yes.
No, I'm at -4 charisma because I got like the most horrendous morning breath.
You're like gunk in your eyes, sick, still just caked all over your face.
Oh, I should really give you guys back your gold pieces as well. So I'll go down to 13 then, so at least I know I'm even with you guys.
No, I donated mine, it was fine.
Alright, okay, I'm on 14. Ricky, you got your gold piece back.
I need it. I've only got 2 gold pieces. Are you going to give me anything for the hat?
Oh, sure. How much are you selling it for?
Let's call it 3.
Alright, cool, 3. I'm on 11 gold pieces. Sweet, I got a hat.
So now I've got 5 gold pieces.
Nice. Yeah, some of you'll have to start heading for the shop soon. Right then, so the following day, Chris,
Yes.
After the day bell rings and duties are handed out, you're pleased to find Croup is a bit on the sober side today, so things aren't necessarily going to be too difficult. And you are just assigned to catch some fish today. So he
fishing.
slings you a thing and tells you to.
Oi.
Instantly jumps in the water. Come here.
Yeah, he warns you not to go up on the poop deck because that's where the captain will be, and obviously don't want to inspire his wrath. But he suggests to you that probably the best place for it would be just by the stairs to the poop deck. So just out of the way, but far enough back that you're catching from the waist.
What type of fish do you catch by the poop deck?
You can't poop on the poop deck.
What is your daytime action going to be today then, Chris?
It's probably going to be leisure, because I want to go to speak to, is it Grok?
Yep.
For some goods?
Yep, so you're going to be heading for the shop. So you'll take a -2 penalty on your checks for the day, but then you can make a trip to Grok's. And that's relatively easy for you because you're already there. It's just the -2 is you try to sneak away while groups are not watching.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, let's have your difficulty 10 fishing or survival. Profession fisherman or survival check.
I think it's going to be. Yep, sorry. Okay. 22. Okay, fine.
Cool. No worries. So you are busy at fishing, and let's say you get your trip into Grok relatively early, because you can sneak off to see her before you actually get to fishing.
Yeah.
She's again, looks like she's nursing a bit of a sore head as well, but she's got the hatch into the quartermaster's store open. She's propped up on a barrel, counting through one of the lockers and looking at the stuff in there. What do you want?
My Warhammer. Listen here. My Warhammer, it helps with the cooking of the food. I can mince the meat so much better with this Warhammer. And I know I got to buy it from you, but just hear me out. It helped me so much with the food.
Well, anything that improves cooking is got to be a good thing. Chris, can you give us a diplomacy check, if you please?
Diplomacy. Oh no. Oh no. 3.
Sounds like he's doing well.
It's a 3.
Oh,
The thing
it's
I've
not
got
the hammer you're looking for.
the thing I've got to think about is it's the captain's warhammer now, not your warhammer. Whatever you think you might have owned before you came on the ship. Like I said before, it's the captain's booty. So if you happen to drop 8 gold pieces on a counter, then I might happen to leave the warhammer out for you. But otherwise, it's staying in the locker in case the captain wants it.
You know, it's a good day, and I've dropped on the 8 pieces, and I'll buy it.
No, she slides it over the counter to you, and this never happened, right?
Nope. Yeah. Never happened.
Okay, so I got a weapon, Chris has got a weapon, Sam's got a hat, and Adam is a weapon. Are we ready for mutiny yet?
Right then, I'll leave you there for just a moment.
Yeah.
Then where are we at next? We will go Sam next.
I want to get up this morning. Why is the boat shaking too much?
So-
Not moving.
Where did this hat come from?
The bad news for Reya this morning is that you're assigned to go and help the ship's carpenter with some repairs. The good news is it's not particularly taxing work, so you've got plenty of time to let the hangover pass. The bad news is you're hammering nails, and that is not good for the hangover. Can I take let us know what your action is going to be first.
Tend to try and work diligently. But my idea of working diligently is just like trying to see if I hit the hammer, but I'm just hitting the air instead.
No problem. In which case, can I have a difficulty 10 profession sailor or dexterity check with a +4 bonus?
Dexterity check, is it?
Yep.
Oh, where's the dice that's been rolling good for me? There you are.
In the ever wise words of Polly from Rocky 4, hit the one in the middle.
Yes. 18.
18. Yeah. If anything, surprisingly, the physical activity gets you through the hangover. It's not pleasant, but by about lunchtime you're feeling human again or halfling again. You're wishing there was a second breakfast in the offing.
Yay!
Ship's biscuit, but yeah, you're working hard and feeling good. Ricky up in the rigging. Asemarsh is sent for lookout duty. So can I take some climb checks from you, if you please? So up to the top of the lookout is a 60-foot climb, and you climb at half your normal speed. So if you're 30-foot speed, that's going to be 4 climb checks to get you up there in a reasonable time.
How much is it?
Difficulty 10.
Yeah, but half your
speed, yes.
And how high?
60 foot. So your speed
Okay,
is...
so pass the first one, pass the second one, pass the third one,
Cool.
and I'm up.
What's your speed?
40.
Oh, nice. Oh, yeah, because you're a barbarian. Cool. Yep, so you lope into the rigging. Can I also then take a difficulty 10 perception check?
Just about past it.
Cool. And while you were up in the rigging, the... Oh, sorry, lost my crew list. Peppery, the sailing master, calls up to you from the deck to keep an eye out for a particular rock formation, which should mean you are crossing Dak's teeth. And she basically tells you, sort of as soon as you see them come on the horizon, tell us so the captain can tack to our new heading. And you managed to do that without too
Sure,
much
I know what
problems.
rocks look like.
Hello. I'm going to call a quick break there, because
Yep.
Adam needs to put a plug in.
No problem. That's probably a good quick moment then for me to go and refresh my drink. So we will just take a break and come back in just a moment. And we're back. Thank you for bearing with us, and apologies. It was slightly me finding a good time for a break and slightly me misinterpreting. By plug things, that wasn't Adam plugging his laptop in. That was Adam remembering that we needed to plug the fact that the lovely background that we've got on our resources thing is provided for us from a particular site, and we'll link that up in the description, because rather than expecting everyone to remember it.
Called Free Pick.
There we are. So yeah, we'll credit the credit where credit's due in our things later on.
I just remember that you can use your Amazon Prime free subscription to subscribe to us on Twitch if you want to, and subscribe to us on YouTube as well, so that we could be YouTube/SCGC rather than YouTube/blah-de-blah-de-blah.
A million numbers.
Yes. Digits and numbers.
Cool. So we had just Adam's actions left for the day, I believe, and then we have a thing happening. So yes, a thing happening. So Adam, you after your successful performance the other day, you're again assigned as the runner. So can I take a difficulty 10 acrobatics check from you?
Yes.
The runner.
And also your day's action as well.
Okay, cool. Do I call that first?
Yeah, call that first. So are you working diligently for a bonus to that check? Are you going and chatting or shaking or otherwise trying to influence a particular character? Are you sneaking around to try and explore somewhere? Skiving off to go to the shop, or skiving off to explore somewhere better?
I will work diligently. If we've got something coming up, I may as well just see what's happening.
No problem.
So I've got acrobatics, and my total is 9. So
basically, don't roll a 1, because a roll of a 1 is always a fail.
anything else is a win.
Yep. Well.
Oh god, I thought it was going to be a 1 then. It's a 10.
No worries. And then can I also have a difficulty 10 constitution check? Because that way
what was it, sorry?
difficulty 10 constitution check.
15.
Cool, not a problem. Yeah. Again, this is far lighter than your training in the monastery, so you comport yourself well. But around midday, Ricky from up in the crow's nest, you see Jack Scrimshaw come rushing onto deck, and oops, if I go back to the right page, you see him head over to Mr. Plugg, and he looks scared as he's going to speak to him. And then Plugg sort of listens to him for a second and then sort of calls around, volunteers, I need volunteers. You up in the crow's nest, you'll do. And you, and he points at you, Adam. Yep, you run, Reya, run, whatever your name is, you'll go and fetch that useless cook's mate as well. I want you lot down in the bilges. There's something bit Scrimshaw here, and basically get down there, find out what it is, and don't come out until it's dead. Why are you still here? You're moving?
Ricky facing his fears in RP form.
I don't think this guy knows what volunteer means.
I don't think we should mess around. Last time we messed around like this, you got your teeth knocked in. I think we should
Damn, got them all.
Those aren't yours, they're somebody else's.
In with the act.
Stole his teeth.
Sam stole his heart. Let's all make our way down there and see what's going on.
It's funny, I was going to ask Simon if we could go and try and grind up some levels on the spiders and the bilges.
So
I thought you were going to say like mass murder, just go around killing people.
Yeah, in terms of how levelling is going to work for this, because it's probably worth taking a quick detour for that, we're basically doing it by milestones rather than specifically by combat XP and XP out, because it's with the Pathfinder Adventure Paths, it sort of assumes you've got to certain places at certain times, and while you can do that by sort of meticulously tracking all the XP and things, we're telling a story rather than things. So you will hit the appropriate levels at the appropriate points. You'll still bear the consequences for failure if you don't do so well in things, but at the right points you'll be hitting the right levels for the right encounters you're going to face. So yes, you guys head on down to the bilges. Let's just bring our map up for people. There we go. I wish I had a bigger map to show you guys, but I will see what I can do for next time, because I should probably make
Can you
it.
pinch and enlarge it?
Not from where it... can I? Probably not. Well...
For me doing internet things. I see.
Oh, actually, yeah, better than I thought. I'll split that into
Ooh.
things. We're not going to be doing battle map style combat anyway, but just suffice to say, it's particularly low and enclosed areas. You sort of gather yourselves as you head on down, and as you reach the bilges, which order are you heading down the ladder in?
I'll go first. I regret that instantly.
I'll go last.
I can go in. Yeah, I'll go second down. Sorry.
I guess I'm in the middle. I'm third
Yeah.
then.
Chris is looking for food to cook.
Yeah.
He's violently cutting them potatoes ready.
Right, so
You need 4 legs and food.
yeah, quick reminder of how the bilges looks in. So the bilge pump is at the stern of the ship. There's a bunch of crates and barrels and bits and bobs down here, generally cluttering the area up. And then at the foredeck of the ship, there are some manacles fixed to the walls, which serves as the brig.
There used to be a person.
There used to be
with those
Jake's Magpie, but yeah, he got keelhauled and killed. However, when you drop down into the hold, Xanorin notices that one of the barrels of barley that was there seems to have been chewed through, and very quickly there's a chittering sound, and 6 rats, each about the size of a small dog, scurry into sight and lunge to the attack. Could everyone give me an initiative check, if you please?
The size of a small dog. Is that like, bigger than like my height, which is like 2 foot something?
No, they're think of them, they're sort of Yorkshire Terrier sized rats rather than
Okay.
big dog, small dog.
I got 15.
Yep.
I'm looking for initiative.
It's at your top in your main sets.
If you haven't got any feats, it's just D20 plus your dex bonus. If you've got something like the improved initiative feat, that'll be...
No, I've just... so it's D20 plus your dex, is it?
D20 plus dex bonus, yeah.
15.
15.
3.
Ooh.
You're supposed to be the dexterous one.
It's a long ladder for a halfling. It's...
Wait, is it plus your dex, is it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, so
What?
it's your initiative should be D20 plus your dex, and that should be recorded in your initiative section.
Oh, why is it set to +2? That's odd. I'll change that to 5. Okay. I don't think that's altered anything.
I found my initiative now.
Cool. Okay, so the rats are
Yeah.
clearly hungry after their long confinement in a barrel and come lunging into the attack. We will go with the order down was Adam, Ricky, Sam, and then Chris, wasn't it? So by the time you're 3 of you got your feet on the deck, the rats lunge to the attack, and then you guys will get to respond. So Adam, the first rat leaps on you with a particularly violent lunge and critically hits you, which is a good opener.
I'm just going to die over here.
What's your HP, Adam?
8.
Oh, wow, okay.
Okay. You take 6 damage as basically the thing springs off and just catches you in the throat. And you may well be also making a fortitude save as well, if you please.
You are just westly from Princess Bride now, we know.
Plus 2 is 14.
Okay, no problem. The second rat, you manage to sort of, as you're sort of tearing this one off of your throat, you manage to duck out the way of its snapping jaws. Ricky, does a 16 hit Asemarsh?
Probably.
Double check your armor class.
Armor class is 13.
13,
Yeah.
cool. So yeah, you manage to sort of shake aside the first one, but the second one sinks its teeth into your leg for 1 point of damage. And Chris is not there yet. Sam, 11. No, you managed to fend off the ones attacking you. Adam, you're up next then.
Oh, great. Cool. I will, I guess I will swing for one of the rats.
No problem. Are you
I
doing
will
flurry of blows or anything like that? Or are you...
Yes. And flurry of blows.
That'll let you take 2 attacks. Are you attacking 2 separate rats or hitting one twice?
Are these pretty burly rats? These
They're
explode.
size of a small dog, so you figure you might be able to kill one in one punch, but
Yeah.
depending on
I'll
whether you're
take on 2.
okay, no problem.
Have you been doing your 100 press-ups a day?
Yes. Are you talking about me or one
You.
press of a day? Yeah, that's
Yeah,
cool.
100 squats.
So give us 2
I
hit
roll-
rolls then.
Yeah.
With your flurry of bows bonus.
Have like no weapons at
Uh,
all.
Is that plus 2 to each dice?
Plus 2
Right.
to each dice, yep.
Nice. Well, one's nice. 20 and I can't count 13.
Cool. So, yeah, you get a good solid hit on the first one. The other one just manages to evade your strike. Roll damage against one of them.
Which is the one? Is that still 1 dice? Or is that 2
Still
dice
1
or
dice. Because it's 1 dice per successful attack.
4.
4.
Oh,
Okay.
do I time?
You don't times it by anything. That's if you've got a critical. And that's the number of dice you'd roll instead of if it's a critical. Did you add your strength bonus to that, if any?
No. Do I have a strength bonus? I have plus 1.
Yep, so total 5. Yeah, you basically slash a hand out and snap the rat's neck, the one that bit you particularly hard, leaving one rat down.
I like
Ricky.
rats, and I don't like hurting animals, but ha!
Ricky, what's Asemarsh doing?
I'm gonna chop it with my axe.
No problem. There's 2 rats immediately your way.
I will hit. Bear with me a second. 1, 3, 2. I will just go for one of them because probably be too much to hit 2. Just checking my power attack. You can choose to take it on all melee attacks in combat and gain +2 on all damage rolls. No, I'm not going to use that. I'm just going to swing at it then.
Okay,
So, where's my axe? Okay, so. So, what am I adding to that? Just my strength, is it?
You should be adding your base attack bonus plus your strength if it's not already figured out.
Base attack
shit.
bonus.
So 2 seconds. I thought we had those already on your sheets, but silly me, I haven't got.
Oh, and I got it.
Oh.
Base attack bonus. So, that is +1, so 14.
Yeah, it is a hit. So it would be base attack bonus plus your strength bonus is your melee attack bonus. So it would be
Alright.
something like +5 for you, and it was +6.
No, it's +4. Base attack bonus 1, and strength is
Strength
3.
Cool. No worries. And then damage, which is weapon damage plus your strength bonus.
Okay, so rocket dice. So that is 7.
Yep, you cleave the rat in twain. Chris, you drop to the bottom of the ladder to see your compatriots setting about the rats. Reya's looking a bit nervous because she's sort of fisticuffs raised to the rat. The other two are flailing about either with axe or carefully placed strikes. What do you want to do?
Yeah, go help Sam.
No problem. Ralf
Yeah.
swings a warhammer at one of the rats and give us a number.
Hiya.
Put that meat
Oh,
tenderizer
you.
to good use.
No, it's not doing me any good. That was a 4.
That was four. Okay. Yeah, the water's actually a bit deeper than you're expecting. Sort of as you swing for the rat, it ducks into maybe a dip or something and gets out of your way nicely. Sam, what's Reya doing? Sorry, we've lost your sound for a second there, Sam.
Can you hear me?
Yep, we can hear you now.
Oh, there we go. A bit panicking, I'd say.
No problem. So if you're not looking to attack them, you could fight defensively and gain a bonus to your arm class. You could use the aid another action to basically try and sucker them into making it easier for someone else to attack by sort of causing a distraction, or you could just sort of kick and punch at them with your lack of weapons. You could also, although it's a bit tricky in the middle of combat, have a look around and see if there's anything in the stuff around the bilges that you could use as a weapon.
Give me a sec. Double checking what my 328.
See my cat staring at me.
I use my bonus action to tell her to climb back up the ladder, and she can throw stuff at them from up there.
Yeah, you can make the suggestion, although Mr. Plugg did say don't come back up until they're dead, so you suspect you might not want to show your faces too far up. But yeah, you could definitely climb the ladder to put yourself out of immediate harm's way if you wanted to.
Get some high ground.
Yeah, but she won't be able to throw anything unless she got like the chop on her or anything.
Throw gold pieces at them and hoped.
Go buy stuff. Buy your independence.
Just seeing if my dirty fighter thing would be actually quite useful, but it only helps if I'm flanking with someone.
Yeah, well, there's although it's quite cramped quarters, you can definitely, now that Ralf has come to your aid, you can move around to get yourself the remaining rat between the two of you, which will let you take your dirty fighter bonus.
Yeah,
Backstab.
And that also gives you sneak attack damage, so even if you're unarmed, you can still gain your rogue sneak attack damage if you successfully hit it.
Okay, yep. Yeah, I guess I'll try and hit with my fists then, I guess.
Waving dice on the screen.
No worries.
Because I was going to say that once she starts leveling up, Sam's going to have to get her 40k
bucket of D6s.
Bucket of D6s out for sneak attack damage rolls.
Okay, give us an attack roll then, please, Sam. And because you're flanking, you get +2, an additional +2 to hit.
Okay, so it's just the D20 first, is it?
D20 plus your melee attack bonus. So that should be base attack bonus, which would be 0 plus your strength bonus.
0 plus my strength. Well, 0 plus 0. And we got a natural 20.
Well, nice. So that's that's going to be a critical hit. So can you roll your damage twice, and then which is D3 for unarmed, and then also 2d6 for your sneak attack damage.
Nice. This rat is going to be obliterated with punches and kicks.
Halfling smash! That's not the roll I want. Right, so the D3s, 2 D3s, that'll be 1, 3, so that's 4 from the 2 D3s, and then 2 D6, is it?
Straight 2d6, yep.
I think it's obliterated because the 2 D6s make it 11.
Cool. Yeah, so basically you wait until the rat has sort of turns to bare its teeth at Ralf, and then you just pull a barrel down on top of it and squish until it goes pop. The rat is a dead rat.
I hope Kieran's not watching this stream.
Sorry, Kieran.
You went Exodia on that
Yeah. Exodia.
Which takes us back round to the top. So there are 3 rats remaining. 1 attacking Adam, 1 attacking Ricky, and 2 rats remaining because 4 are dead. 1 attacking Adam and 1 attacking Ricky.
Great.
Adam, the good news is you managed to fend the rat off you. Ricky, the bad news is you don't. With just the 1 point of damage, though, it's gnawing at your ankles, nipping at your boots. And then Adam, you're on.
I am going to punch this animal with my punching skills.
I think you have to say "Wata" or something similar. It's in the rules somewhere.
I just Super Saiyan. Burst of blood vessel from the wound I've developed on my neck. I was looking to see if there was any other option, like any other type of attack, but I guess I may as well just use unarmed flurry.
Yeah, so flurry will let you have 2 attacks around, which is the bonus of it, but it's slightly less accurate than just making a single attack for you. Yeah. So you could just do unarmed strike for slightly more damage, or flurry if you want to hit it lots of times. Sorry, single strike for. There's 2, one on you and 1 on Ricky, and you're in a small enough area that you can position yourself to attack both if you want to.
I'll do that. I mean, it'll be Ricky's turn next anyway, so hopefully at least if I don't kill the other one, I can do some damage.
All right, let's give us your 2 rolls then.
Maybe not. With I forgot what my bonuses are now.
+2 for each roll.
Okay. I've got 4 and 7.
Okay, yeah, no, you're sort of spending more time holding your blood in than you are actually stabbing. Ricky, on to you.
Damn it.
I would like to keep one as a pet. No, I would, but I'm gonna punch it.
Well, so if you do want to try and knock it out instead, with a view to taming it, you can take a -4 penalty to hit roll to try and strike for subdual damage. So try and whack it with the flat of your axe, as it were.
Do it.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Yep. So -4 to hit, but you'll deal non-lethal.
So
yeah.
12.
Is a miss, unfortunately. You try and play splat the rat with the flat of the axe, and it ducks out of the way.
Looks at you like, come on.
Yeah, Adam, with you, because your strikes can deal lethal or non-lethal, whereas normally someone's unarmed strikes automatically deal non-lethal, I'll assume you're dealing lethal unless you tell me otherwise.
Okay.
Just because otherwise it will confuse me. Chris, you are on.
Yeah, so I'll turn to the closest rat. So
yeah.
Close enough, yeah.
And you can flank it because there are more of you than it, so it's easy enough to get yourself into an advantageous position. So +4 to hit.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, it's 25.
Is definitely a hit.
Is it gonna get? I'm having it.
What was the roll though? Because if you rolled a d20, you get bonuses.
No, it was a 19.
Oh, sometimes.
Yeah, I know. Because I would have had times 3 crit, and that would have been just silly. Okay, I'm done. Damage?
Yes, please.
7.
It is an X-rat. It has shuffled off its mortal coil. You crush its skull with a swift blow of the warhammer. Sam?
I want to ride the rat.
You still there, Sam?
You're gone quiet.
We've
Sam.
lost your voice, Sam.
Hello?
Now we can hear you again. What do you want to do?
On the mic. Let's go. I'm feeling cocky. Let's try that again. Let's try hitting another one.
No worries yet. You maneuver for a flank again, and with 4 to 1 odds, it's pretty easy to pin it down. Give us a hit roll.
So it's that plus my strength, wasn't it?
Yes. At the moment, it's a straight D20 roll for you, unless you've got a bonus otherwise built in somewhere, which you should have. your melee attack bonusing listed on your. Yeah, I've sneaking suspicion you're far better at ranged combat.
Yeah, I've got like a bow and arrow that's currently
Sequestered.
in storage.
So
Yes.
if you look at the top of your sheet where it says class recorder,
Yep.
the first column BAB.
Yeah,
What's it saying there?
it's 0 in there for a rogue. It will be.
All right. Because what you want to do probably, I'm not sure if it'll be the next level that you could take it, but is take weapons finesse. So then you use your dexterity instead of your strength for your base attack bonus.
When you're using light weapons like unarmed combat or daggers or short
I've
swords.
got weapon familiarity. Halflings are proficient with slings
no,
and
it's-
treat any weapon with the word halfling in its name.
No, it's a feat called weapon finesse. That we
right,
can talk
got
about.
ya.
But yeah, we'll talk about that because when we get to leveling up, we'll do that off camera and get you guys all up between sessions. Cool.
no
So yeah,
problem.
so just a straight D20 then for the moment.
Yeah, with no mods, it's 12 to hit.
Well, sadly, your sneaky plan doesn't work the second time round, and the rat is ducking and weaving and generally avoiding things. This rat is clearly out of its depth, both because the water's deep and because it's this thing. So it's going to try and scurry away from you guys.
And now we got to beat it.
As it heads towards the front of the ship, you guys can each take a free attack on it as it scurries away.
I want to take a non-lethal.
Same.
I want to smash his face in.
Okay. Everyone give me a hit roll then, please. Same bonuses you were previously using.
I do 2 unarmed.
Yep.
Cool.
Oh no, sorry, just the one because it's an attack of opportunity.
it's a free.
So
Okay.
yeah, it's a free, but you use your unarmed strike rather than your
Ooh,
flurry.
19.
14.
2 hits. Chris?
23.
I'm not going to hit it. 8.
No, it's so as the rat tries to scurry past, you all flail at it. Ricky and Adam, you were both trying to subdue it, so give us your damage rolls, and then Chris.
Just a single dice?
Just single dice. Can you give me your damage roll, Chris? Basically, if Chris gets more than 5, it's dead. If he gets less than 5, then you guys probably knocked it out.
I got
Oh
five.
no.
Mine is 4 non-lethal.
I had a 7.
So okay, so
No, Reginald!
yeah,
You
basically,
named it already.
Yes, I did!
Xanorin punts the rat up into the air. Ricky flat blades it, clearly stunning it, and then as it's sort of falling back unconscious, Ralph is just like smash with
like,
them.
"That's what
I
we're
hate
doing, right?"
rats.
As the hammer comes down to the turn,
no.
see Vicky's face all shocked. No, what? Smash.
Oh
Oops.
no.
And yes, that concludes combat. Let's move camera back to where we are. So, poor Reginald, we knew him well.
We knew his insight really well, thanks to Chris.
Yes.
At least he was put out of his misery before he finally put out. At least he was unconscious before he perished.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool. Can I get a perception check from you guys?
No.
Perception.
What have we got?
I see nothing.
14 from me.
I did this before and I couldn't remember why my perception is. Okay, cool.
It's in your skill list.
Yeah. What is that? Is that a 9? 9 plus...
I'm too emotionally distressed.
I got 17.
17, Sam?
I'm trying to figure it out. I think I'm just 6. I'm not seeing nothing, Captain.
Okay, so yeah, most of you are wiping bits of Reginald off and are too otherwise distracted. But Adam, Xanorin notices that one of the crates that's in the hold has cracked and sort of slipped open, and packed in straw in the crate are what look to be some heavy maces and some other bits and bobs.
After spraying people's eyes.
What that sort of is. Some heavy maces and some gargantuan cloves. No, so in this crate there is a trio of heavy maces, a suit of leather armour, and a small pouch containing 12 gold pieces.
Ooh, somebody's into fetish gear here. Okay. I will. How many maces?
3.
If I'm holding a weapon, does that mean I can't do unarmed?
No, so monks being monks, basically, providing you've got a limb free, you can choose to do unarmed instead of attacking with the weapon you've got.
Okay.
But you can't. You either do weapon attack or unarmed or flurry, but you can't do both without significant combination.
But if I've got, will I always have a weapon in one hand if I choose it, or can I do 2 unarmed?
Well, so 2 unarmed could be a kick and a punch. It could be 2 kicks.
Oh, okay, cool.
So you're lethal on
thinking.
you're lethal on 5 of your 6 ends.
If you count my butt after a good meal.
So yeah,
okay, I'll take a mace.
Basically, if you're proficient with a mace, there's nothing stopping you having a mace for when you want or need it, and then using unarmed strikes with unoccupied hands and things. But you'll need to quickly double check whether that's a weapon you're proficient with. Which, off the top of my head, I can't remember.
No, I don't know.
But yeah, if not, so is anyone else grabbing one of those maces?
Yeah, I don't even. I can sell it. I think so.
I'm probably as weak as a kitten to, wield one of those things.
Trade it for your daggers or whatever you bought.
Chris doesn't need
but
it. He's got a rat smasher.
Yeah.
Imagine the size of the mace, and then I'm trying to hide it on my person.
Is that a mace in your body, or are you just pleased to see me?
Or have you turned into a puppet?
She's walking like a
Is that a mace in your in your body, or have you just turned into some sort of puppet?
I'm no good with that.
Well, so you would still be able to use it. It would count as a weapon one size too large for you, so you take some penalties. But you could use it as a 2-handed weapon because it's a simple weapon. You are proficient with it, and
you as a weapon.
I am a weapon.
Yeah, you just take some penalties for using an outsized weapon. Or as Ricky says, you could always try and trade it. Or Chris said, you could always try and trade it to Grok.
Yeah, sure. I'll take the mace then.
Who's taking the money?
Me.
I thought you were like a good monk.
Money.
What's your alignment, dude?
Generous. I like to donate money to stores.
Charity starts at home, and you are
stays at home as well.
Home.
So, did you guys want to do anything else while you're down here? Other than
the kids.
other than decide who's having the cash. I mean, I guess a 4-way split if you're
4-way split, or we can roll for it.
Well,
Gamble.
I've got 10 gold coins.
Gamble.
Ricky's got the lowest, and Sam's got the lowest as well. Haven't you? So
I've got 11 pieces and a fancy red hat.
I got 5 pieces.
I got 22, but I'd still gamble.
I'll leave the coins to split between the 3 of you then.
No, split between the 2 of you. I've got enough.
I'll roll, Chris. What are you gonna get?
In a row?
Rick.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, go on.
I got 100.
No, I got 10.
On a D20.
No, you didn't say dice, and I used my D100.
Just got that Chuck Norris dice.
Right, no, we'll split it. We'll split it as...
Yeah, between you two, because I've got enough. I can probably...
Okay, so I've got 11 gold now, have I?
Yeah.
And what each now?
6 each it was.
Yeah.
Ah, right, okay. I'm up to 17.
Cool.
I'll take a mace anyway because I see the purpose. I see the use in the mace. It seems to be. We don't know why they're in the barrels, but they seem to be useful items for us at the moment, since we don't have weapons to defend ourselves, apart from Ricky's Olaya and Chris' Olaya. So I see the use in a weapon that's sitting around.
So why the heck are they down here and not in the storage?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Unless you're stealing from.
Is there any other barrels down here?
There's a pile of barrels, so let's just have a quick double check.
Because someone could be planning something.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks
No.
like a lot of the boxes and things look like they've just been chucked down here willy-nilly. So it's mostly sort of trash and things. You're not sure whether the crate's been thrown down here by accident or whether it doesn't look like it was particularly well hidden. So if someone was stashing weapons, they didn't do it well. But yeah, you rather suspect that it's probably most likely that someone threw the wrong crate down here, because this is basically part storage, part rubbish dump. And who knows, there might be other stuff lurking in the water in sort of that's about a foot high, sort of at the best of times anyway. So if you guys wanted to have a little fish around, you might find some other bits and bobs.
I will have a fish around.
Or you can head up and report your success to Mr. Plugg, or if you've got other actions you want to do, you don't know how long you can sort of goof off down here before you're noticed.
The leather, that was the armour that was there, was it? As well. Can I have a better look at it to see if it's like if it's big, small, like what kind of size?
Yes, it's a medium-sized suit, so basically everyone except for Sam would be able to make use of it with a little adjustment. It looks to be reasonably good quality. It's nothing special, but yeah, it's all right.
Sam could live in it.
I mean, if any of you have got profession armourer, then you could easily resize it for a smaller character if you needed to as well.
We were allowed to keep our armour, weren't we?
You were,
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm already wearing leather armour.
Yeah, I got leather too. I was trying to see if it was better than what I
I'm
had.
wearing ninja pajamas.
Yeah, if you guys had sort of heavier armour than leather, you might not have done so well at keeping it. But yeah, leather is as close to clothes in Port Peril. So yes, I didn't bother rinsing you of that. But again, it might be something that you want to trade to Grok. And
yeah, I'll do that.
Cool. So
so I'll take them.
So you roll them up and sort
of
add it to your pile of stuff.
And I'm gonna have a look in the water. And comment that, hey guys, the sea's on the inside for some reason, because this is the first time I've been down here. 19 rolled, so that's gonna be perception 20, I think.
Whereabouts are you fishing, Ricky? Port, starboard, fore, aft, or amidships?
In the ship, obviously. In the water. Yeah. So, in the order that you said, 1, 2, 3, 4.
I said 5 things.
Oh right, I haven't got a D5.
You got a D10.
On a 6, I'll reroll. 1, so port, I guess.
Okay. So reaching down, you actually cut your finger on a really sharp blade. So youching and reaching in, there is a really fine-looking hand axe with a razor-sharp blade on it.
What was that?
A hand axe.
Ooh. I had one of those until they took it off me. That's going in my belt.
You nearly had a hand.
So this one feels way nicer than the one you had before. It's really well balanced. You reckon you could hurl it a good long distance. So add yourself a masterwork hand axe to your gear list.
Hey, look, Ricky's Xena the Warrior Princess. Almost.
Anyone else having a fish and a search?
I'm gonna have a look in the other barrels or boxes.
No worries. Give us a perception check on Sam.
Don't fail me, dice.
Fail me now.
Yeah, pretty much. 13.
13. Cool. You have a route around, and after probably about 20 minutes of searching and sort of sniffing barrels that smell bad, you actually find tucked away inside a barrel a small leather pouch containing 21 gold pieces.
Nice.
I'll just let everyone else know that there's 21 pieces about and just dish it out and share amongst everyone.
Ambo.
Go. I have a minor addiction to rum. Chris is getting addicted to gambling.
Well,
Oh wow, that's 5.25 gold pieces to everyone.
Or 5 each, and someone keeps the
5
6.
each. Yeah.
yeah, I guess Sam keeps the 6.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Keep the 6. Hooray!
Hooray! Rum money!
3 leather.
Can't write with my left hand. Yes, I can.
So is there more barrels to look at? To look
There's not
What
so
was
much
that?
more barrels, but if you want to have another fish around in the water to see if there's anything
Around in the-
sloshing
in the
around in
pool
the
water.
villages, then you might
through? Yeah,
find
I'll have a quick little look
Cool.
through.
Give us a perception check yourself.
I'll have a go after this.
No perception, right?
Give us your roll at the same time. Then.
23.
Oh,
Okay.
I can't count. I got 22.
Cool. So both of your fishing expeditions are lucky. Could you choose from the following locations? So midships, starboard, aft, and fore.
Aft for me.
What was the first 3?
So
Starboard?
starboard.
Yeah, starboard. Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. So Adam, having a route around, your hand closes on a glass vial, and you put it up and give us a knowledge religion check if you've got it. The vial is emblazoned with a stylistic sun.
I don't have any. I have knowledge religion, but I don't seem to have anything against it as a.
Yeah, so it would just be D20 plus your wisdom then.
Which one should I roll? Okay.
And Chris, you come up
Wisdom,
with
did you say?
yeah.
Yeah.
A small 26. Cool. Adam, you recognise the symbol as a holy symbol of Sarenrae, the god of the sun. So you suspect that this is a vial of holy water, as consecrated by a sun priest. Chris, you find a oil sealed pouch, and inside that pouch are 2 tinder twigs.
Okay.
Basically fire starters.
Yeah.
Magic fire starters.
pumpkin instigators.
Yes.
I'm sure I saw some oil above us.
Ooh. How well can you guys swim?
Yo ho ho.
Let's find out.
I have a proficiency in swim.
I can swim 7.
How long can you guys swim for being the next question? Can you swim for 4 days?
I've got like what my constitution is like currently at a -3, so probably not long. And I'll need my hourly dosage of rum.
Okay, so yeah.
There's some teeth coming up.
I need to get back.
Can we? Oh,
Is that Ricky?
no, we should. I was gonna say, but this is me rather than the character. Gonna say, can we collect some of the spiders as well to make it look like we've had to kill a lot of things? But the character wouldn't think of that. We're just gonna take the.
You wouldn't know that they're there, but like I think me and Adam know that the spiders are there.
Yeah.
Reginald. Yeah. I'm
No,
just
see,
gonna take
you collect
Well,
up the
that's
rat,
Reginald.
collect up the rat corpse,
Yeah,
and head above decks.
Yeah.
Mr. Plugg's like, "Ugh."
It's going to look more impressive because most of them are obliterated, so it's going to look like thousands of rats, as long as they don't count the heads or feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you take them back above decks. And Plugg's like, oh, it took you long enough. Well, it's just a handful of paltry rats, is it? But you can see that Jack Scrimshaw, who's nursing a badly bitten hand, looks approvingly, even though the officer is less than kind with his praise. And you think you might have not necessarily gained a friend, but he certainly might be willing to listen to you guys since you've dug him out of a hole. Cool. Evening time rolls around then. And we are looking for some fortitude saves for your rum consumption. Difficulty 5.
Did you say?
Fortitude, yes.
Ooh,
Oh, God.
20 plus 2.
I'm fine.
Check resistance DC 7. Fortitude. Minus. Take me out. There we go. Oh, yes. Finally. 16.
Okay.
Everything's coming up.
Can you just mark on your sheet, Sam, by your rum thing that you've got one successful save? Basically, if you get 2 saves in a row, then you'll manage
kick the habit.
You'll manage to get a handle on your habit, as it were. If you go without drinking the rum, so your addiction doesn't get any worse, but in order to properly swear it off, you're going to have to find a way of disposing of your rum ration rather than drinking it. Anyone else fail the 5 check?
No.
Cool. No worries. So again, you are nicely gassed up by the rum and have your temporary +4 bonus to charisma. That dice likes you guys this evening, and you each take a point of constitution damage. Seeking some medical assistance, Sam, might well be in order.
Oh, God, yes. Can I just, I'm at -4.
My liver's trying to leave me.
Yeah.
Oh, God. I think I am just going to go seek medical help or probably go to sleep.
Sandra, help!
Okay,
I've
then.
got 2 points of health as well. I need to get some medical support.
No problem. So
Drink that holy water.
evening's actions then. Ricky, we'll start with you this evening. What's your plan and where you going?
Dr. Quinn, medicine woman. And then bed so that I can not be fatigued.
No problem. I'm assuming a bunch of you are doing the same. Is anyone not going to see Sandra Quinn?
Yeah, I'm not.
Okay.
That's actually fine, yeah.
The other 3 of you, are you retiring having seen her? Or have you got other actions planned?
Gonna see Sandra. I am. I'm gonna try and recover.
So, yeah. Go on.
Yeah, I think I'll retire as well.
Okay, no worries. So let's sort you guys out. So basically, you guys sort
I
of
don't think they're going to let you retire.
Yeah, she is impressed by your tales of valor and Adam, your bloody wounds. Sam, she's
Holy water is just going to pour out my
she's
neck.
concerned at the way you're sort of already shaking from alcohol withdrawal, even though it's not been too long since you've had it. She says, "Oh, you need to lay off that stuff. Let's see what we can do for you." Starts brewing up some herbal teas. So, casting a blessing of Basmara, she heals each of you for 8 hit points if you've taken any damage. And then
Sorry, you broke up then.
so each of you heal 8 hit points of damage if you were wounded in any way, shape, or form. And then Sam, basically, she gives you a sort of a cleansing herbal tea, and basically says, drink this for the next couple of days. If you can avoid the rum, this will help you feel better. But if you keep drinking, you're going to kill yourself. I've seen it happen before. It's Besmara's way of testing you. Are you a strong pirate? Are you an old sot? So for every time you take the just go to sleep action while you're drinking the tea, you'll regain 2 points of constitution damage rather than 1. But if you fail a constitution save for the rum while you won't get the benefit from the tea for the next night's rest.
I have some of that tea too.
So yeah, you certainly can. And so same thing for you guys. She's basically treating your ability damage in the way she knows how. So each of you head for bed. If you took the tea, you gain 2 points of con damage back. If you didn't, just the 1, and you remove all fatigue conditions and such. Like Chris, on the other hand, who's partying and not particularly rum addicted yet. What's your plans?
Where's Grok?
So,
is she enjoying the party?
So you've noticed that Grok tends to drink in the cabin with Croup rather than mixing it up on deck. So she brings the rum up usually each evening, makes sure that everyone's had their rum ration, and then tends to head back down below. You get the impression that she's not too fond of some of the crew, but likes her rum. So Croup seems to be a good companion for her. So yeah, she's in her cabin.
She is down there. Okay. I think I might just explore then.
Okay, no problem. So
yeah, just explore.
Are you going to take multiple actions or just the one?
It's probably just the one. Just gonna have a little peek around.
Yeah. No problem. Where? Let's go back to the map. Where are you looking to explore?
I think upper deck.
Upper deck.
So A2, just to see what's up. I believe that's the back. Yeah.
No.
No, is that the front?
A2's the back. Yeah.
It is back.
It's the back.
No, I'll go towards the front. I don't go the back, just in case. Near the wheel, and just go down towards the A1.
Okay, no worries.
Just to see what's about.
Yeah, you take a good sort of casual look about it. There's no one really pays you any attention. The crew are mostly down on deck drinking, but there doesn't seem to be any reason of them to be suspicious. And you've seen other crew members sort of spend a bit of time up here as well. So the foredeck is some 10 feet above the main deck. And you get a good look at the bowsprit, which is shaped like a roaring dragon. That's the sort of the figurehead of the ship. The foremast is also located on this deck, and it rises 30 feet above the deck. But there's not really much other than coils of rope to be seen here.
Okay.
You spend sort of time having a good kick around and snoop about, and you're pretty sure there's nothing unusual here. You can see sort of mounting brackets for where the ballistas get fitted in time of combat, but yeah, nothing outstanding here. Cool.
Unusually, you see two pirates enacting the scene from Titanic.
I'm king of the world. Arr!
Right then, just looking at what time we're on. I think we've got time for one more day before we call it for this evening.
Okay.
So the 5th day again dawns fair, and for those of you with sort of rudimentary sailing, you are now heading south. You've left Jeopardy Bay and are tacking round through the strait between Mataku Isle and the Slithering Coast. So yes, it's you sort of see land off to the side. Mataku Isle is quite a big land mass, but you don't pass anywhere near it, just to see it in the distance. Actions for the next day. So, Sam and Adam, you guys are assigned again to repair work today. So it's just a difficulty 10 dexterity or profession sailor check to quit your day's work.
Okay. 15, Is it plus my dexterity or plus my mod?
Plus dexterity modifier. Always your modifier.
18.
And
15
like-
plus 3, sorry.
19 for me. 19.
Perfect. So, you guys are working under the Habley Kwan's direction. He's the ship's surgeon and carpenter. He's a crotchety old sort, but sort of sets you repairing a few different bits and bobs because there's always something on the ship. Seems to be in need of a bit of fixing. What's your day's actions going to be?
Like he saw somebody's leg off.
Yeah.
And he's like, you know what? I cut a really good piece of wood off earlier.
Yep.
I know what to put that on.
Pretty much. Similar skill sets in this case. Yes, Sam, what's your day's action going to be? So, influencing other crew members, sort of chatting to people on the work parties, or are you sneaking around and exploring somewhere, or sneaking off to see Grok in the shop, or taking a bit more of a leisurely explore at the detriment of your duties, because both of you have passed your checks well enough to be able to do those with no problems?
I'm going to go with a leisurely explore.
Okay. Where would you like to have a better look at?
Say A9.
No, I don't want to do A9.
What's A9?
In Nine's the shop, isn't it?
Yeah, A9's the Quartermaster's store.
Inside the shop.
I just sneak in. I'm right behind.
How the heck did you get in here?
It's like, what?
Door was open.
Well, so
Hoping you didn't see me.
all joking aside, there are times during the day when Grok's in and out of there. So if you did want to have a sneak about, then you're able to do so.
Yeah.
I'd rather avoid getting any forms of lashings because I think one hit and I'd be out for the count. I guess I'm gonna have yeah, I'll go down to A9 and see what's going on down there.
Okay. If you give me a perception check, then. Sorry, are you trying to wait till Grok's out and sneak in and have a proper look around the place, or are you just trying to sort of catch sight of what you can see while she's in attendance, as it were?
Just catch sight of what I can see, really.
Okay, so yeah, give us a perception check then, if you please.
Woo! It's a 3.
So yeah, sort of you stop by and engage her in a bit of idle banter through the hatch. You can see behind her the store is basically stored within 2 lockers, 2 chests, and a wooden trunk, and then there's also a metal trunk as well. She most often goes to the lockers, and sort of when she opens the first one, you can see sort of all sorts of things like ropes and bits and bobs and stuff like that in there, but you don't really get a chance to see anything else other than when she goes to the second locker, there is a really nice looking fiddle in there, sort of hung against the door. And that's that.
Wasn't one of the ones wanting a fiddle?
Yes.
Rosie
Yes.
wanted a loot.
I can remember one of them had a fiddle or a musical instrument.
Yeah, Rosie wanted wanted her loot.
It might have been a fiddle rather than a lute. I may have misspoken. Or I may not have done. Oh yeah, no, I've miswritten my notes. It's a fiddle. So that you guess by process of elimination. That's probably Rosie's fiddle. Right, Adam, what was your action for the day?
I will. I'll also go pay visit to the stores.
Cool.
Maybe I can see if I can maybe get that fiddle.
know we're still here.
Well, no, I'm going with you guys. Can share the information to.
No, yeah, it was. I think it was mentioned to us before, and we shared the information. I think it was in the last session. Like we were discussing it. That I can't remember who told us now.
Sandra, I
Somebody
think,
told
mentioned to you that.
Yes.
Okay, so you're going to approach Grok and try and buy it, or are you?
Yeah, I'll. As much as I like that mace, actually, I'm thinking, as a generous soul, maybe if I could exchange the mace for the loot. Hello there, Grok.
Hello. What can we do you for?
I have this mace here, and I don't need it. And I know that poor Rosie is missing her fiddle, and I was wondering
Her
if I might
fiddle.
be able to.
It's not wrong way to go about it. It's not her fiddle.
Oh yeah,
It's
sorry.
the captain's fiddle.
Shut up! You're not here.
It's a crying shame that Halfling, but in all honesty, she ain't getting a fiddle back because she was rather rude when she found out it wasn't hers anymore and it did belong to the captain. But I'm a fair-minded Half-Orc and I wouldn't mind selling it to someone else just to stick it in a bitch's eye. So, but what I've got to consider is how much I will make selling it when we hit a port, because that is a very fine fiddle there, I think you'll find.
How much?
Look, and she pulls it out and sort of sets it on the counter. Look at the rosewood on that. It's amazing quality. I think I could easily get 100 gold pieces for that.
How much?
100 gold.
Oh.
No question of a doubt. Adam,
How
can you
much would you
make an appraise check if you have the skill appraise? If not, an intelligence check will do just as well.
What will do it?
An intelligence check will do just as well.
11 plus 2.
Cool. You actually think she's probably undervaluing it. The you can see.
Damn it.
You can see.
I think you go. Excuse me, I think you're lying. It's made of plastic.
Yeah. So the workmanship is exquisite on it. It's you reckon something like that in sort of Veresia would probably cost 300 gold pieces easily. And yeah, you've sort of you haven't seen one that finely made in all your time, as you were.
He has missed up my eyes.
Yeah, it's good. But equally, Grok might be open to some haggling. And you can either help it out, or if you want to make a diplomacy check to try and influence the price, you can also do it that way as well.
I'm trying to think my lawful way. I'm trying to think of. I know it's somebody else's, not truly the captain's, regardless what he says. And I know that it helps us if we win favors with crew. And so I want to try and get the fiddle. The only thing I have to barter is 15 gold coins and this damn mace. Could sell Ricky. I get a fair price.
Oh, the rat pelt.
Yes.
So you plonk the mace and the 15 gold on the counter. Oh, this is what I got. So it's not a bad head smacker, and I always like gold. Gold is great and all. And the captain's never quite so careful about counting his booty when it's gold shaped rather than fiddle shaped, and especially when he doesn't quite know he's got a fiddle. Anything, but I'm afraid I can't do it for that. Now, if you could get me some quality time with that Half-Orc friend of yours, I could quite happily do it for this sort of thing. If not, the lowest I'm going to take is 75 gold.
Ooh.
I'll see what I can do.
Do the sexy time.
Ricky.
Right, and that's where we'll leave your daytime action. So Chris in the kitchens. Croup is drunk off his face today. He's already slumped over.
Surprise!
In fact, he's fallen asleep sideways across a goat, and the goat is just sort of bleating underneath him.
The captain's going to be eating this and going, "There's something different about this." Yeah, it's the way it was prepared.
So your task for the day. he sort of from his sort of pillowed on the goat thing. Turtle, the captain wants turtle today. See if you can catch a turtle.
Which one? Leonardo.
And yeah,
Michelangelo?
with shore nearby, that's a more going prospect. But you've realised it's going to involve a little bit of diving in the water and having a good old go.
Where's this?
Interrupt a singing Disney princess.
Yeah, I know work diligently for this. I think this is going to be a task.
No
Peter
problem.
saying.
So yeah, can I take a profession fisherman or survival check?
21.
Cool. Yeah, you sort of using your knowledge of the wild and things like that. You sort of judge distance to land and sort of work out when's likely to be a good time to keep an eye for turtles. You wait till the ship is sort of tacking in the wind and not going to be going too fast, and then you dive in and snag yourself a turtle with not too much problem whatsoever. Can I have a swim check from you as well, if you please?
Yeah,
The turtle head poking out.
21.
Yep, and without too much problem at all, you drag the carcass. You actually got quite a good one. It's going to make a good old soup. Drag carcass back onto the boat, and Croup is drunkenly pleased at you, and the goat has crawled off, bleating its wounds. Cool, and then that leaves us with Ricky up in the rigging.
I'm going to make friends and influence people.
No problem. So you are doing line.
Might I recommend a very thirsty shopkeep?
Right. So yeah, you've got line work for the day. So we're looking for just a difficulty 10 profession sailor or dex, and then a constitution check to avoid fatigue.
That's the first one, and what's the
Difficulty,
constitution?
difficulty 10 again.
Yeah, I passed that.
No problem. Who are you chatting to then? You can easily chat to any of the riggers. So Conqueror's there, Beth Toppins, Mahim, and Slippery Sill, or because it's line work and or outline, or because it's line work and you're not actually up in the rigging. Many of the swabs will be available as well. Should you want to try and catch someone else?
I don't know. Anyone who seems to be not in the captain's favour, I guess. One of those guys. Cause
That would be Ricky.
No worries. Yeah,
Find a mirror. You talk to yourself.
yeah. You find yourself working alongside where Badger and Tilly are both working. Both lasses. Badger's a half elf. Tilly is a human.
Badgers is animals.
She's half elf with black and white dyed stripy hair, which is hence the nickname. And Tilly, you've observed, definitely likes her rum. So she's a strapping lass with a probably better tolerance for rum than most of the other crew members. But she definitely likes her rum. She's in fact got a little hip flask that she's totting throughout the day as well. So pick either of those that you want to have a chat with.
The one with the drink.
The drink. Yep, no worries. You catch Tilly and it's the thing. Let me just find out a bit more detail on Tilly if there is. There we are. Yeah, so Tilly seems to like a joke and a laugh, and you swap a couple of bar fighting stories and generally sort of make pleasant chat. How do you want to do it? Do you want to diplomatise to try and generally get her on your side? Are you going to try and deceive her into thinking you're something you're not and trick her into helping you that way? Or are you going to try and bully her into helping like you did the gnome? Or something
No,
else?
I'll just diplomacy, I guess. And I'll I'll just do diplomacy to try and make friends with her.
No problem. Give us a check.
18.
18. Yeah, you spend carefully so as not to get on the wrong side of Plugg or Scourge for slacking off, but you spend sort of your passing time joking along well with her, and you think that you'd probably like to spend a few more evenings drinking. She's got a few good stories, and she seems to feel likewise. She's definitely showing signs of being more helpful. And that takes us through. None of you guys are getting punished. This is too good at your jobs, Degnabbit. Which takes us on to evening time. So the rum ration is dished out. Does anyone want to try and dispose of and avoid it, or are you all glugging it down?
I'll still take it. Yeah.
I'll try and dispose of it if I can, but I'm gonna get caught, aren't I?
Maybe.
For the content.
I'm gonna see if anyone wants to buy my ration of rum.
Okay, you're going to need to try and do that subtly because, as you know, it's meant to be a mandatory rum ration. But yeah, so
sure, Ricky knows somebody who might like the rum.
Try and do that.
Yeah, I was going to suggest taking Reya's rum off her and giving it to, and then I can subtly give it to Tilly.
Okay, are you drinking yours, Ricky, or is Smash drinking yours?
Yeah, I'm going to drink mine.
Okay, so Ricky and Chris, then can I have fortitude saves from you guys?
And it's 5 we need, is it?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Natural 20.
Okay, yep, you guys glug on away. And you each gain a 3 bonus on your charisma this time. Adam, can I take a sleight of hand check from you, please? That's one of your skills.
I don't have it.
Cool. So just the check with just the basic is dexterity modifier. So d20 plus dex.
Ooh, okay. 22.
Okay. Yeah, you take your rum, sipping, but spitting it back into the cup until you get to the railing, and then back as if you're necking it, but you pour it straight over your shoulder over the deck. Get away with it, not a problem. Sam, can I get a sleight of hand check from you as well?
Yep. On my sheet, I've got a tick on it as well. So,
yeah, so that means it's a class skill for you. But if you haven't spent ranks in it, you don't get any additional bonus. But if you were to spend rank in it next time you leveled up, you'd also get the bonus for it being a class skill. So if you've
I got 1 rank in it.
So what's your total bonus on it then? It should be Dex plus 3 plus 1. It's like plus 9, plus 8 or 9? Because you were complete Dex monkey.
I don't think this thing has worked out right because the first one shows 9. I got the 1 rank, then it's got 5 and 3.
Yeah, that's right.
After it.
Yeah, so you've got a plus 9 bonus with it because you've got 1 rank, which gets you the class bonus, and you've got a Dex modifier of 5. The class bonus is a flat 3 bonus for it being a class skill.
Oh, right,
so,
okay.
Yeah, you've got total of 9 to the roll, so basically don't roll a 1.
Math, help me. Well, it's going to be over the 20.
No problem. Yeah, so basically you sidle up to Tilly with your rum, cheers, and as you sort of clink tankards with her, you swap her pretty much empty one for your full one, and she sort of gives you a big grin as she sees what you've done, and you manage to avoid drinking yours. So the next day you are going to be in withdrawal. But that means that first save of yours means you're halfway towards quitting, providing you don't get back on the rum. And then we are looking for some nighttime action. Sam, get us up. What are you going to go for?
Action.
What's your actions? Action or actions?
So I've still got that tea remedy, haven't I?
You have still got the tea remedy, so you could just take the head straight for your bunk thing, and you'll regain 2 points of constitution and have a good night's rest. Or you can take one action, and because of the benefits of the tea, you'll still gain 1 point of Constitution back, even if you take a single action.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I'm probably just gonna go to bed because I just want to try and recover my health.
Ow.
Yeah, no problem. So that's you sorted. Chris, what are we doing?
Is there any gambling going on?
Yeah,
Games?
there's always gambling going on tonight.
Always
It is
gambling. Yeah, go on, let's go over.
arm wrestling and hog lobbing.
Or arm wrestling.
No problem. Are you trying to challenge someone to an arm wrestle, or are you just going to see who rocks up? Have you got anyone particularly?
Yeah, no, just rocked up for now.
Okay. Oh, so it's a bit of a grudge match. Syl is sat at the arm wrestling barrel, and she gives you mean eyes as she comes over. Think you're up to it? I'm going to smash your hand and cut you bad.
Can I intimidate her?
You can have a go. Give us an intimidate check.
That is 13.
13.
Silly roll.
Yeah, basically the pair of you talk smack at each other for a little while. Don't seem to be thinking. It gets confrontational without getting into a fight, and you gather a bit of a crowd round to watch the.
You better beat her now.
She slams 5 gold down.
Ooh.
Yeah, I match it.
Ooh, okay. She, you see a spark of appreciation behind her sort of coldfish eyes, and yeah, give us your strength check.
Check. Oh, dice don't fail me now.
On the web for Is There a Gold? Check it out.
Whose Alexa is kicking off the?
My Siri was for some reason.
You said gold, and it's like, yes, I'll find you some gold.
Chris, you say stupid dice, but I rolled.
I had a 12.
She actually knocks herself out with her own.
You snap her hand off.
Yeah.
She arm wrestles with herself and hurts herself.
It's better than that. So you're both sort of busy flinging insults and sort of gearing up for it. And she turns to Mahim and says, oh, "I've got this." And as she turns, you just seize that moment, just slam her straight down, massive bleeding gash across the back of her hand, and she stomps off, muttering about how she'll get you for it. And you claim your 10 gold pieces.
I'll get you next time, Gadget.
Awesome.
You claim her 10 gold pieces.
Cool. That's everyone, is it? Or who have I missed?
Yeah.
I haven't got.
Oh, Ricky, sorry, my apologies.
Okay, so I'm gonna get the mace and 15 gold if I done.
Yeah. Before you do, though, something happens. You see Mr. Plugg coming up on deck, leading Owlbear by his chain, and he catches sight of you. So, you'll do, bit of sport. Fancy a wager? Owlbear likes to wrestle, don't you, Owlbear? He's like, I likes to wrestle. I likes to wrestle. And the crew sort of catch sight of this. Like, oh, the orc's going to fight Owlbear, right? And everyone sort of, before you know it, you're in a circle,
like,
facing Owlbear. You're like, yeah, it's very much playground fight scenarios. Yeah, you're sort of on your way to do your half-orcly duty, and you are well and truly distracted.
Should I make friends with the Owlbear again, Sam?
So, Owlbear is. You can see that up close. He's still got bits of tar and feather on him, as if he's been properly literally tarred and feathered recently. And Plugg says, What's he say? So, yeah, bare knuckle fists and wrestling. No magic or shenanigans. Last one standing wins. And Plugg tosses down a hefty coin purse and says, against whatever you've got, I'm putting 100 gold down. Don't have to match it. No, you poor scabs. But you put anything on the table, and there's my 100 gold. Because I know Albert's going to kick your ass.
Okay.
Ooh.
I would like to rage.
Yep. Okay, so, yeah, roll initiative, and then you and Albert are going to set 2.
Oh, and can I slip on my brass necks?
Are you sure? You're welcome
Bear's
to.
got claws.
No, he's not now. He's so. This is Albert Hartson.
All right, so he's not actually an Albert.
He's not. Albert is his nickname
He's
because.
Babe.
Yeah.
All right, then no, I'll just fight them then. So I will. Okay, so I will.
Right. This dice normally likes me.
I like that dice.
Got another one.
We
Good
have.
die.
Okay, so I'm
Albert
rolling,
punched himself in the face.
and I've rolled 15.
Okay. Yep. You light on your feet. Albert's sort of quite a big, slow, lumbering chap. And he's sort of, I'll get him. Lumbering up for a big swing. What do you want to do?
Kick him in
I'm-
the nards.
Yeah, I'm gonna punch him, I guess.
Okay. Give us a hit roll.
$15.
Is a good solid hit. Give us your damage. Did you say you were raging as well?
I am raging.
Cool. No worries. That affects your damage via strength changing. So don't forget
Yeah,
to
I
do
gotta
that.
look.
Were you power attacking as well? And did that?
Let me have a look.
Do all the things.
No, where is it? Core rule book. Yep. Sorry.
right.
So power attack is 132. and rage-
Power attack is take -2 penalty to gain plus something damage.
Okay, and then rage. Do you know rage off the top of your head?
Rage off the top of my head gives you a temporary bonus to your strength. I think it is 4. 2 seconds while I check it. Yeah. I hate the fact that PDFs always seem to
A barbarian can call upon inner reserves of strength and ferocity, granting them additional combat prowess. Starting at first level.
Yeah, plus 4 bonus to strength and con. So, but you take a -2 penalty to your armor class. So effectively, it's like having another another 2 points of strength bonus temporarily.
Okay.
And it lasts for 4 plus your Constitution modifier rounds.
Okay, so
So keep a track
Yeah.
of that. And then power attack. Just double check that for you.
I just want to say, either way, whether you win or not, you're probably going to be spending a night with Rock, whether you be conscious.
So
Because in my mind, I think it's the decent thing to do.
Keep the fair
No, this
maiden
makes you-
warm.
you know this makes you a pimp, right?
For
Adam.
the greater goods.
The greater
greater
good.
good.
So you're a pow. You're a Tau pimp.
tell me.
Yeah,
So,
go on, Joe.
Right. Sorry, -1 to hit for +2 to damage at your level.
Okay, so would it still hit with the?
It
Oh.
would. Yeah. So yeah, because if you're raging, you've actually got +2 to your attack. So it's like having just a +1, but if you're raging and power attacking. So yes, it's still a hit.
Okay, well I'm doing all of that. So then Just straight up strength rolling?
So it's D3 for unarmed, plus your strength bonus, your new improved strength bonus, which is 2 higher than it was previously.
Yeah, I never.
7!
7.
I never thought I'd want a D3 because I thought they looked uncool.
I got D3.
Cool. Yeah, you land a good solid blow in his guts and he grunts. He slams back at you. 17 a hit.
Yeah.
For 6 points non-lethal. He hits like a truck.
Cool.
Yeah, it's like what?
Ricky, on you go for around the next. In fact, can I have a perception check from you while you're at it with a -2 penalty? Because you're otherwise occupied.
17.
17. Okay, your years of bar fighting pay off. You notice that he's very slow and he almost seems like he's blind in one eye. The eye still looks normal, but you definitely get the idea that sort of as you dance to one side to stick it in, he really can't see you on that side. So you reckon if you play to that advantage, you could keep yourself out of harm's way quite easily because you're sort of so much lighter on your feet than him. So if you want to do that, then you can make an acrobatics or bluff check each round to try and keep out of so much harm's way.
I will do that.
No worries. Which you can do bluff or acrobatics. Either works.
Bluff.
No problem. So difficulty 10 bluff check, if you please.
Pathfinder, taking advantage of people's disabilities since
20.
Okay, yep, you sort of duck yourself faint and round into his blind spot and then give us your attack
Superman
roll.
punch! So 14.
14 is another hit. You land a solid strike into his kidneys.
8.
Oh, it's a good solid hit. So those of you watching on the sidelines, you see Plugg frowning, and he picks up a banded iron club and throws it to Hartson. Ricky, you dodge out of his way this round, but he's now got a dirty great club and he's looking.
Can I throw my warhammer?
You can if you want to.
Yeah.
throw things.
It'll probably hit me in the head.
Right, Ricky, you're if you're trying to keep out of his way again on his blind side, you're more than welcome. He's sort of lashing about him with the club now.
He's gonna lash at me.
He's because you're keeping on his blind side. Providing you make your bluff or acrobatics check, then you can keep blind side. And he's basically swinging around helplessly at the moment.
And one.
Okay,
He
so
should be back in a second.
natural 20.
That's right. Yep. So
Never mind.
you keep on his
So he's never touching me again, right?
seems to be. Give us an attack roll then.
This is where I want the natural 20.
I clearly missed something by misclicking on the gamers Discord.
13.
13. It's another solid strike. Give us your damage.
Another 7.
Another 7. Cool. He drops back to one knee and he's sort of whimpering and snivelling now. And you can see he's sort of trying to back away from you. He's clearly had enough. You've given him a good leathering. But as he sort of heads back, Plugg sort of boots him in the back. Get back and fight your wuss. What do you want to do?
Finish him.
I don't want to know though. I'm not. He's done. Is he close? Is he close enough to Plugg that I can throw a punch and accidentally miss?
Sadly not. You'd have to really try. Plugg sort of sat there with his gang of cronies, so it's Yeah.
Because if I turn, he's gonna come at me.
I was going to say, you could, if you wanted to try and push him into Plugg, so bull rush him
Yeah, I'll
into
do
Plugg
that.
if you want to. Or, yeah, no problem. So give us a combat maneuver bonus check.
19.
19.
Roll to 24.
Yep, so Albert's not doing too great. You come barreling in. He's going to get hold of you, but basically you tackle him into Plugg, and you all go down in a big lump. He's cursing, "Get him off me! Get him off me!" Hartson, because he's close in to you because you've tackled him, is going to try and crush you while you're there. But he sort of doesn't really seem to be putting much effort into it at all. Round the next, what do you want to do?
He's still into me, even though he's. I guess I'm gonna just punch him.
Ricky's sympathies wear off really quickly.
I
feel
do.
sorry for this guy. Stop
I
hitting me.
do feel sorry for him, but when he hits you, he hits for pretty bad damage. He took half of my health in one hit. I've hit him for 22 damage and not managed to hurt him. Well, I've hurt him, but he's still on his feet. So if I let him hit me again whilst I hit Plugg...
Yeah. Can you just do like a knockout punch? So it's like not like a...
Yeah.
Just enough to like knock him, just like, just out. Just...
Yeah, that's what I was
It's-
thinking.
Slightly trickier if you're raging, because I guess you're,
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
putting extra oomph into it. But you could, because as you think, you can sort of take a breath and stop your rage voluntarily, but that'll use up your rage for the
Take a
thing.
turn off.
And you could also choose not to power attack if you want to hit him less hard.
I will not power attack and try and hit him.
Are you ending your rage or not?
I'm not ending my rage.
No problem.
The rage goes on.
I'm pissed off at being on this boat. Every time I try to do something.
You've never told us this. You never expressed this pissed offedness.
Yeah.
Like you
You
try to
just-
seduce the shopkeep.
Just say the word and I'll just burn it down. It's fine. Just say.
Oh, come on, burn it down. I've already threatened to burn it down once.
Trying to make
Should we
friends with the
see-
rat, the bilge.
I know.
Clearly happy, Ricky. You're just not,
You're going to have
just
to
not
keep up with your blood
well.
sacrifice just to keep up with that charade.
No, I'm gonna just borrow one of his bombs and
My matches.
go, oh look, it's on fire. Okay, so I'm gonna punch this dude again for 21.
Here's a hit, and your damage.
Not big to go home, Ricky.
Yeah.
6.
Cool. And yeah, you sort of basically clock him as you're sort of getting back to your feet, and he stays down. There's a pleasing thwack as his head thumped back into the side of Plugg, and he's like, "Oof, oh, fine, it's yours. Well done. Get out of my sight." And you have yourself a bag with 100 gold pieces.
His eyes out. I'm right out of his sight then.
Cool. Are you actually going to try and poke Plugg's eyes out, or?
Oh, that's just gonna be new character sheet territory. That is, isn't it?
Maybe.
Oh, it's so tempting. Ball,
Goes the
mountain versus the red viper on him. No, I'm gonna
Only the
go.
other way around.
I think perhaps finding a more suitable time if you're feeling homicidal towards Plugg might be a suggestion, rather than in a crowd full of witnesses.
Yeah.
How did this happen? Says the captain. Well,
Well,
No, I didn't.
you decided to make me a pirate.
Yeah.
You decided
So really,
to make
this is
me
all
a
your
pirate.
fault.
And you bring me on a boat and bring me out to sea and don't give me anything to hit.
When you do have something to hit, it's all built up.
Yeah. And then you kill my rat.
So yes, you
Well,
are.
what you're saying is, Ricky, you're just a bald teenage boy.
No, I'm going right. This
We're
is
gonna
gonna
fix one
add to
of those
that
problems
now.
in a moment.
Right, yeah, that's
So-
what I'm gonna say. Right, now I'm gonna pick up my bag of gold that he threw at me. It
Yep.
better bloody be gold, otherwise he is losing his eyes. And then I'm gonna get the mace and the money off Adam and go and have sexy
Actually-
time with the bloody.
with the grok.
You probably don't need
yeah.
the money anymore. You only need 75 gold and your sweet, sweet ass.
So you head on down, and Grok is somewhat surprised but somewhat pleased to see you, and you spend a surprisingly pleasant evening in her company.
You got an actual bed.
She's got an actual bed, and Croup sort of gives you a knowing nod and a wink, goes, I'll sleep on the goats tonight, and leaves you to the cabin.
Put a sock on the door.
Surprisingly tender night.
Yes, so
Go for a deck save or anything like
no,
that.
we'll go with you. You end up 75 gold pieces poorer.
How much rage did I have left?
It's not the type of situation where you want rage.
Not nearly enough. But yes, and you are dismissed in the morning with the lute in your, or the fiddle in your hand, and an allying Grok, you think?
Behind me with a bell, is it? Yeah. Shame. Can I have some fancier armour when I'm leaving as well?
No, but
Yeah, breastplate.
I can't wear it anyway.
You've got a sneaking suspicion that Grok is definitely a fan of you guys now. You in particular. That is probably a good time for us to call it there for this evening. We should just say thank you to everyone who's watching and let people know what's coming up next week.
Yeah.
Over to you, Ricky. What is coming up?
Okay, so coming up on Monday, we've got the guys from Cat Food Comics coming into chat. They've just launched their Kickstarter, so go check that out. So they'll be talking about that. On Wednesday, we'll be doing more hobby stream. We've been trying to get Adam to join in, so...
Oh, come on, Adam. Come and paint things.
Join us.
I don't think I have the setup for it.
You've got the same setup as all of us. You've got camera and phone and stuff.
Caveman phone.
Yeah, but all you've got to do is come on in voice. That's what Sam and Kieran do most of the time.
No,
Sam
I
comes on to
do.
cover.
Yeah, just come and chat and paint. You don't even need to camera.
Yeah,
up,
and then you could just put up the photos at the end. So painting on Wednesday, then no RP next week. We might chuck in a magic game next week. What are you thinking, Chris?
Yeah, happy to play.
When Chris is working again.
Sounds good.
Thank
Oh,
you, Neil
and-
Robinson.
Glad you enjoyed.
Neil has thanked us and said this is awesome. Thank you.
Well, we'll be
Thank
back
you.
in 2 weeks' time for the third session of Pathfinder as well. And
I've targeted
Yeah.
this up a little bit more on us.
And then you could catch up on all the episodes on everything that we stream on our YouTube channel, which I can't tell you the link. Sam might be able to put it in there. But
Hang on.
get up,
I'll get it now.
if we get up to 100 subscribers, we can have YouTube/SCGC. And we're going to be filming some battle reports next week. So
Yes.
we got a cool one coming up where we'll have Sam versus Kieran, and I'm going to try and I'll be there to produce, so hopefully we'll get better camera shots than we did last time.
I think
We're
Ricky
gonna-
just produced earlier.
So, so we got orcs versus space wolves, and if we've got a chance, me and Simon are going to try and do something as well.
yeah, I
So,
reckon so. Cool.
so we got loads coming up. Stay tuned and catch you next time. Oh, and if you're watching on YouTube, click one of these buttons that are floating around our heads somewhere. Cool.
Thank you very much, and good night.
Good night, all.
Bye.
Guys.